What's up, bitches?
Yes, what's up, bitches? What's up, everybody out there? This was kind of thrown together last minute, not gonna lie, but
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of this show. JP said he
bits
saw
and
some of
pieces.
it.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. What I've seen of it was pretty good. I don't know. We'll see.
What we
We'll
really wanted
see.
to do was just get on here. We'll probably end up talking about other
We'll
couple,
talk about some
a
things.
bunch
I
of
got
different
some
fucking
things to
things.
talk about, I'm sure. Because I did the draft last night, and that's a big news story right now is Deion Sanders' kid hasn't been drafted. Oh my God. It's the end of the fucking world as we know it.
Meanwhile, there's still a whole nother round to go.
I mean, they are literally spinning that fucking narrative here.
They should have
Like
done what they did with LeBron James' kid and draft him like fucking very last in the draft,
yes.
just out of respect.
Now, and I will talk about it since you can go ahead and start the show.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna start it just so it plays on in the background. I'm gonna only half pay attention to it anyway. I don't even know what the fuck's happening in NXT. I know Obafemi is champion.
I can explain. I can explain the feuds. But,
That's cool. When we get there, you go on with your football.
So, Shedeur Sanders is probably a top 10 talent. As he's probably the fifth or sixth best quarterback in this draft. And in my eyes, I don't think he should have gone in the first. In fact, I would honestly say I don't think any of the quarterbacks that have drafted should have gone in the first round. And if they do get drafted in the first round, they're drafted as a prospect. Everybody, you don't know what this kid can do on the field. I don't know. I could be completely wrong about everybody in the draft. It can sometimes be a crapshoot.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry that your favorite fucking player in the fucking world did not go first overall.
How dare you?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Also, why is your favorite player in the world not even in the NFL yet?
Right. One team goes first. One team wins a fucking Super Bowl. Well, it's like only 12 teams can get into the playoffs. What do we want to fucking hand out participation trophies? Like, I don't fucking understand what the big fucking deal is. And this is me looking at it, and I know what the narrative is. Oh, it's because he's black and
isn't like 70% of the NFL black?
Huh?
Isn't 70% of the NFL black? So I don't know how that could be a narrative for anything.
Somebody started the fucking argument with me that everybody's just afraid of a strong black leader as a quarterback. And I literally tweeted at this motherfucker, name me 5 quarterbacks in the NFL that are superstars, that are starting quarterbacks on football teams.
We're also not that far removed from a fucking...
Name 5 right off the top of my fucking head. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Jaden Daniels. Number 3, Jordan Love. And I'm not putting these in order. I'm just giving you quarterbacks. Number 4, Jalen Hurts. Number 5, Lamar Jackson.
Also,
Number 6. So everybody just sitting here saying that black quarterbacks are, and this is the one argument. Everybody's saying that black quarterbacks aren't very good. I think that 5 to 6 teams have hit pretty good. Tua Tagovailoa. Don't feed me a line of shit.
I honestly think like the color of your skin for being a leading quarterback really has nothing to do with it.
It has nothing to do with it. Zero.
Water.
I was going to say, people are saying, well, you don't have strong black leaders. Fucking America had 2 terms of a Barack Obama. So I was pretty sure the place is not fucking filled with racists.
That's what everybody is crying about. That's another.
It's always anytime something happens, race card.
I literally said the first pick in the draft is black. So this is the opening to the feuds, the matches that they're having tonight. This isn't the feud, so I'll go over a couple of the feuds as they come up. I mean, this is pretty good open. WWE's done a pretty good job of vignettes and cold opens. I don't know if I'd call this a cold open, though.
I mean, their presentation is good. It's just that, man, that WrestleMania. It's been hard for me to get past it.
I get it. Yeah.
That to me was the first nail in Triple H's casket for me. I hated it one of the worst
So
things I've seen.
Dave Meltzer actually put ratings out on this. No, they're not bad. About what I would have called these.
And if it was AEW though, and it was still the same show, he'd be like 4 stars, 4
Yeah.
stars minimum.
Yeah.
Right? No, I think he'd probably rate this about the same. Hold on.
I think my ratings are going to be lower than Meltzer's, to be honest.
I agree.
If I all of a sudden go silent, it's because I had to run and shit my brains out.
Yeah, it's good. You're fine. I figured that would be the way.
This is Ricky Starks or Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page, and this is for the North American title. This is kind of a short feud from the time that Ricky Starks won it, so it's only been 2 weeks. So I don't think Ricky Starks is going to be in NXT very long.
He does look like The Rock, though. He's the pebble for me.
Yeah, he is. He's Rock Jr., but he's better at it.
Look at him. He looks like a fucking star. I think he looks like a star.
And he's only been there for 2-3 weeks, and he's getting that kind of a pop.
They're treating him like a star.
Do you smell?
I'm just going to give you the star rating for this match. I'm not going to tell you who wins or anything
this
like
match, or are you talking about Stand and Deliver or WrestleMania?
This is Dave Meltzer's star ratings for this match here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Dave Meltzer's WrestleMania star ratings.
No, I can give those too. I think he's put those out.
I would hope
He
so.
gave this match 3.5 stars.
Well, let's see.
Yeah. And both of these guys
They're
there for a
treating-
short period of time, and both have carried champions.
This is why I say WWE's trolling the shit out of fucking AEW. Look at who they're showcasing and look at who they have looking like fucking stars.
God, he's from Hamilton. It's not that far away. The Hamilton.
I've always thought of this guy as a WWE guy.
He has the demeanor
There's
and
certain people like that. Aldis, I thought forever. But the guy never fucking came until and then he showed up and doesn't wrestle. So
yeah,
whatever.
Who?
Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
I think he's going to end up wrestling.
I know, but he was all, to me. That guy was. He had WWE written all over him.
Yes.
And then when he shows up,
100%.
he's in a suit forever.
I think he's going to tie into the Randy Orton John Cena story.
I hope so, because that would be fucking.
They got to do something with him before they can't do anything with him.
Yeah.
Because where is Backlash?
No.
It's Booker T. Booker T needs cough drops.
In St. Louis.
I don't know
In St.
why.
Louis. It's in St. Louis. I just remembered.
The only thing I have to say though, like WWE is getting to that point where I don't know. Is there such a thing as having just too much talent that
Yeah.
certain people will never get the opportunity they should have? It'll only pay off if they really make the mid card feel like a main event.
Yes. And they do. They in NXT they do that really well.
It's a bit easier though because the roster's a lot smaller
Yes.
and the storylines are a lot like simpler.
A lot of the people watching football now didn't know about football back then. They don't pay attention to what happened in the past. They only pay attention to what happened in the future. And because this kid, Shedeur Sanders, was a first rounder, a guaranteed first rounder by all the fucking pundits, all the fucking so-called fucking experts that do scouting and all that shit, said that Shedeur Sanders was a first-round guy. All of these fucking lame-ass fucking dumb shits on Twitter and fans of football will follow everything that these dipshits do or say because they just, you got to look at the film on this guy. And they'll only show you the good stuff, They never show you the bad stuff. Like the good stuff with Shador is the kid can make plays. Great.
Why
But
is it
half
Michael
the
Jackson?
time he looks like he has no clue what the fuck he's doing on the field.
Why is
Like
Ricky?
he
Why is
takes the
Ricky
fucking
Starks?
snap.
Why is
He
Ricky
takes-
Starks Michael Jackson?
I don't know. What?
Did you see? He fucking Michael Jackson everything. He did the whole fucking Michael Jackson routine on the top rope, and then did the gay ass Michael Jackson stance in the middle of the ring.
So all I'm saying is I don't buy the fact that Shador Sanders, he's all over it. It seems like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He looks,
Well, he's a kid,
as soon as he
so he
gets the
probably doesn't know what
ball,
he's doing.
he takes off running like he's in panic mode. And he only focuses when he's on the run.
Well, maybe that's why he didn't get drafted.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
But, you know, every
They're
armchair critic in the
speculating.
world is going to think they know better than a team of professionals that didn't draft him.
From what I've seen of him on the field, I don't think he was worth a first-round pick.
But you remember how up in arms people got about Tim Tebow when they stopped playing him? And everyone's like,
Yeah.
he's actually fucking terrible.
Who he was? He was fucking rotten. I said it before he even came out. I remember watching it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy is. They think this guy, he's a tight end in the NFL. But they had to put him in that fucking spotlight because it was Tim fucking Tebow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's the same idea, you know? Like, the people just. Anything happens and they see, oh, this guy's good. If they don't know anything about, like, team needs or anything, it's like, yep, I can't believe they passed him by.
Well, the
I
teams
don't know
that
how
did
many
need-
drafts I've.
Here's
Like,
the thing, though, Basement. Here's the thing. The teams that did need one passed up on him.
yeah, which is weird, but it happens all the time. It happens in the NBA a lot. And teams end up fucking. It's either the right move because the guy ends up being a bust, or it's the wrong move because the guy's a lot better or progresses a lot more than people thought. You can't. Nobody
Right.
can predict the future. Just fucking let it play out. People that get up in arms about things like that. It's like, first of all, you're not part of the team. You have no financial fucking control over it. Whatever happens, happens. You can bitch
Yeah.
about certain decisions, but like, just don't lose your fucking brain over it.
Unfortunately, that's never going to happen.
Hey, did you hear about Britain? Basement?
What about Britain?
Go ahead, Heather.
Apparently now over in Britain, you have to buy a $260 TV license.
Oh, I
in
know
order
about
to
this.
watch
Yep.
TV.
Yep. Britain's lost to the world.
It is. And they just installed the prayer speakers for Muslims over there. Essentially, Britain is like 2 steps away from Sharia law over there.
The problem I have with like, and this is when you sent that thing about like that all Muslim city or town or whatever in Texas.
Yeah.
I think
There's one in Michigan. Too.
there is nowhere I know of that I can go and have like any religion being piped through like the government speakers or the fucking city speakers. It doesn't exist anywhere. Why would it exist? Why should it exist anywhere? And I saw this guy on Twitter being like, the moment I can go to like the fucking, I don't know, any country that's like all Muslim, as soon as I can go to Mecca and praise the Lord Jesus Christ and not be fucking killed because it's illegal to do so, then we can start playing fucking the whatever the prayers are.
You're thinking of that, Jesus.
Yeah, he hit hard. He's taken a couple big bumps
Massive ones, yeah.
already. But yeah, no,
Look
whatever.
at the crowd.
Follow whatever religion you want, but like it's a private matter. Don't
Yeah.
put it on everybody else.
Right. I'm with you, man. I get it 100%. So, and just so everybody knows, it is literal over there, over in the Arabic countries and the Muslim countries. They do play music like 6 times a day.
Yeah, when I was growing up,
But that is based on their religion.
so when I was growing up, we had an assisted living place that was close by that that was only Muslim, and they would play 5 times a day. You could hear it over the speakers. Now this was a very small, like it was like a block but it was to basically, I don't know, it was to help new immigrants where they were letting in a lot less. But that to me is one thing. When you take over like a city that is mixed demographics and pipe that in, I'm not here for it, man. And also the fact that when two of the prayers are at fucking dawn and dusk, I ain't waking up at fucking 7 in the morning to no. I'm sorry.
Do that on a hangover, you're gonna think you're actually over there looking for sand.
The amount of people that get PTSD when they hear it that were like through war.
Yeah.
But $260 just to fucking.
Yeah, it's some weird licensing thing that is. When I looked into it, it wasn't exactly what I thought it was, but it was still really bad. It's like
essentially it's for you if you want to watch BBC, you have to pay this license in order to watch it.
On top of paying the cable company that you're using to get that TV
Which
service.
makes no
I'm telling you,
fucking
man, the
sense.
UK is lost. It never moved there. Fucking shithole.
Yeah. Hey, Clint.
What's up, Clint Alpha and Daru? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, along those lines too. And I saw this on Twitter where I'm just waiting for the entirety of like television watchers and movie watchers to turn on Pedro Pascal, because all the stars are aligning for this guy to be like blacklisted from Hollywood. He won't stop with the fucking having input on trans identities and things like that. So of course, like J.K. Rowling says what she says about trans people, and he comes out and says she's a disgusting, vile piece of shit, a terrible person, loser personality. And then I see on Twitter, I think it was they were quoting about Gina Carano. It was like, oh, she can lose her job at Disney for saying shit, but Pedro Pascal just keeps getting movie roles.
Yeah.
Plus, I saw that guy show up in fucking rubber booties and like jorts, and I just was like, this might be the fucking gayest man alive.
So, religion isn't a toxic cesspool. Because you can have a conversation with somebody without being toxic when it comes to religion. So I don't believe any of that.
It can
Where
lead to
where it becomes a problem
bad
is when it's shoved. Well, here's the thing. It becomes a problem when it's shoved down your fucking throat.
Yeah. If
Just
I
with
am not
anything-
Muslim, I should be able to
anything
live in a
with-
world where I don't have to have that religion pressed upon
No.
me. And I
Right.
live. There's a bunch of people that are Muslim that live around here, and I can tell you, it's not pressed upon me. But if it started to come through like city speakers, that to me is the breaking point. I will speak up at that point. Now you're interfering in my daily life with something that I don't want.
Something I don't celebrate.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you go downtown Dodgeville, they have Christmas music playing. Not everybody believes in Christmas.
Yeah, I know, but okay. So, but Christmas music is usually
Just saying.
Well, the thing is, Christmas music depends on the store you go to. Here, Christmas music
I'm not
only
saying a
plays.
store. They have it. No, I'm talking about downtown. They have music playing.
So,
Like they
Christmas
used to
music.
in the olden days, they have Christmas music
So,
playing downtown.
Christmas music plays once a year, 1 month a year.
I get it,
That's
but it's
5 times a
still-
day, every day of the year.
Basement,
It's not a
it's
permanent fixture.
still, they do it.
I'd be more willing
Get
to. Okay,
what you're saying it's a daily thing with them. It is.
so for me, stop playing the Christmas music if it means not allowing that. I don't give a shit.
I'm just
Honestly, I'd be
Put that
fine
out
with that.
there.
I'd be fine with that too, because as a retail worker, how many times a fucking day we hear the same 6
No,
songs
honestly-
by 12 different artists?
look. I was just pointing that out. I wasn't-
So here we have like a huge amount of multiculturalism, right? You go to like a Arabic run shop, they'll be playing Arabic music. You go to it's all dependent on who owns the place. We don't have like, if you're going downtown to a Christmas display outdoors, go ahead, play Christmas music. If you're going to the fucking,
You, Gina.
if you're going to
That's
Caravana, what's a my dick?
That's why I said this is for you, Gina.
Gay boys. We're watching Stand and
I'll
Deliver, which
try
is also what my penis is doing.
Oh, Gina, no. Because that song is snuck in there, and that tells you that the DJs have hit the repeat stage of the day.
I want to hear like guttural Arabic music that's half rap. Give me that.
No, I want to hear pure Indian traditional music mixed with fucking heavy metal.
You know what? That could be a new wave.
That would be absolute fucking fire right there, man.
It's a pretty good match, man. I'm just
It
gonna
is.
say
It
that.
is a good match. But it's just so weird because everything in NXT, it might be very similar to the main roster, but everything just seems so much more simple. I see
Because
Scott
it is
Steiner.
much more simple, and certain feuds and certain fights are given time to breathe, whereas on the main roster, they're given too much time to breathe.
Yeah, main roster's got some problems. When you guys get a chance, take a look at Scott Steiner in like the third row.
Yeah, I saw him.
So, I do this look like this. I love the dynamic of this because it was the heel kept cutting off the baby face. This is the way a match should be booked. I thought it was pretty good.
And they also make it look better.
I wouldn't have had him win clean though. I would have had a disqualification here personally, and unless they're bringing Ethan Page up to the main roster.
Faster than you're expecting. It could be, but hi Gina. To Connor's point, it looks better also because during the matches the audience is dim.
They're more dim than at least
You only
WrestleMania
see
was.
like 1 or 2 rows out from the ring.
What's up,
during-
China?
What's up, giveaway?
Every time I say that, I'm like, I hear fucking what's his face's voice in my head. What gay boys?
Wait, you hear voices? You hear voices in your head?
Yeah,
hears gay boys in
from
her
the
head.
Hangover. No, from the guy from the freaking Hangover. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Asian
Oh
guy?
yeah.
I have a real fucking problem with Obafemi's entrance.
Why? It's not Oba enough? Is he not Oba?
Watch the way he comes into the ring.
Who the fuck is this?
Javon Evans.
Joban.
My name is
He's the
Jaban.
flying stick figure.
He's the high flying stick figure boy.
Okay. Hank the
This
Tank.
match.
Yeah.
Say high flying sexier boy, was I hearing that?
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
This match, believe it or not, got 4.25 stars.
How could it not? As Hank the Tank.
Tank and Tank.
Oh.
This actually, I did see this match. It's actually pretty good.
Where the fuck happened to Tank? Oh, there he is. I'm assuming that's Tank.
Well, the other one has just Hank on the front, so yeah.
I don't know. He's got Hank the Tank all over himself.
He reminds me of Bill Mott.
I can see that.
Hey, guess where I am?
In hell.
Yeah.
Clean up.
The equivalent of, anyway.
Clean up in room 113.
Yeah.
Just quit. Quit it all.
This match got 4.25 stars.
It wasn't so bad today because I actually got a lot of sleep this morning because I was kind of expecting it, honestly. Well, not expecting it, but it was a possibility. So I knew it was a possibility. So I slept until like
always
fucking.
a possibility.
Yeah, but like the girl that I'm filling in for tonight has had some medical issues and she is currently in hospital. That's why I'm here.
She's not tough enough.
Tell him to give her an enema. You gotta come back to work.
What to expect when you're expecting?
Uh,
What?
How accurate that is.
I know. Medical problems. Oh my god, pregnant overnight sensation.
No, I can't say what it is, but it's close. It's close.
It has something to do with the baby. A butt
Yeah.
baby.
Butt babies are becoming a thing.
It's called the butt
Butt
baby.
babies are a thing all the time because you shit.
No.
No,
Literally.
no, that was like a deep fake or something. But it's funny because it's called butt babies. In some other terms, it's called a rear exit or rear entry. So yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
How
I
trans
don't know.
trans men give birth.
No, Gina, she said, "What the fuck is happening?" I don't know. You
Well,
tell me. What
We
the
We
fuck
go
is
from
happening?
from discussing a girl at work to all of a sudden butt babies.
What do you think about having the Muslim prayer played in your town 5 times a day through town speakers?
Oh, like I feel like that's pushing. I mean, that would be like here that would be breaking religious freedom because like it would be their
Hold on.
religious. Hold on, it would be their religious freedom, but I feel like it's imposing on people who are not of that
Well,
religion.
But then they can come back and say you got to take this cross down outside of town.
It's different. Close your eyes.
It is not different.
They're just gonna say, "Close your ears."
How do you do that?
When they say you have that bell ring every Sunday, I don't like that.
And we'll take the bell down. No expressions from anybody. Okay, I want a world where everybody's dead inside.
That's already accurate. Their basement.
Well,
I think
we're on the
you
right
are
track.
wrong. Look, I'm not saying you are all wrong. I'm just throwing scenarios out there to you. Me personally, I've had to listen to it, and trust me, it is very annoying if you're not of that religion.
Well, I had a friend.
It can get annoying because it's the same thing every day.
So the worst part is like, when I went and stayed over at my friend's house, right, when I was young, we would be up all night, and then at like fucking 6 a.m., this little robotic version of it would come on, and they're like, it sounded like a dying rooster. And I was like, all right, this is exactly how I wanted to wake up.
I don't think
That music comes on. I think it came on at 5 in the morning, and then they do it at like
9 in the morning because you do it like 6 times a day.
9 or 10 in the morning, and then they do it like after lunch.
It's supposed to be as close to midnight as possible.
After dinner.
So
it's like 4 times that they do this thing.
It's 5 times a day, and the
for
most annoying
me,
ones are dawn and dusk. Sorry, Gina.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, for me, I don't think it would be as annoying because
It is.
like I live literally a block away from the Catholic Church, and their bells are going multiple times a damn day. So it's for me, it's kind of the same equivalent.
You would have the ability to tune it all out.
So
you've already
you're
been desensitized to it.
You're used to
Right.
that.
Yeah, because they live the church is a half a block from where I live now, but it's also a half a block from where I grew up. So I grew up hearing the church bells ringing multiple times a day. So
you block that out, but just imagine, fucking blaring it.
I'd be out there fucking doing a little dance, like doing a little jig, like
who is out here serenading a fucking goat?
Just wake up. They're invading. They're fucking invading.
I would literally be the first one shot in war because as soon as that started, I'd be out there doing like a little dance.
Even if we were on the same team, I'd shoot you.
What did you say?
Don't pretend like you would shoot me. You love me and you know it. And you admitted it the other night in the chat and you won't.
As soon as we land, gunshot. I don't know who did it, guys. The enemy's already here.
Listen, don't let this man fool all of you listeners, okay? Because he admitted it in the chat the other day. He just doesn't want to admit it now.
I didn't admit it. I got like fucking strong armed to. I responded in the GIF. You fucking snake.
What the fuck is going on?
Chat the other day.
We're gonna have to shoot Gina.
You were talking about the chat the other day.
We're gonna have to old yeller
He
Gina.
said he shared some gif, and I was like, "That's it. He loves me. He just said it. No take back."
I said I love lamp, and then you said you're a lamp.
I shared a gif that said "I am lamp."
That doesn't qualify.
I am lame.
Excuse me. Literally,
Half the time I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
But that's the thing. I have to do everything possible just to be able to get on Basement's last fucking nerve every time.
My first bullet is for you. War comes.
Yeah. Can you at least like decorate it for me? You know.
You'll get like medical leave, so it's actually like a nice thing.
Yeah,
Yep,
like write my name on it.
I'll make sure to not shoot you in the head.
Oh, well, I don't
Oh,
trust
that's
you.
I immediately shot in the head. I don't know what happened.
I wasn't aiming there.
The gun just went off.
Y'all heard it first. If I get shot, go look for Canadian.
You'll not find me.
He'll be buried in the backwoods of Canada.
Well, the way things are going, we'll be on opposite sides of the war.
So I got.
Meanwhile, we'll be on Discord going, I don't understand what the problem is.
I called a friend today.
Oh,
I pitched an idea to him about doing a show on Veterans Day. So he might be doing veteran to veteran with me. Hopefully I can get like 4 or 5 of them together.
JP, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I'll be back. I got a phone call. Hold on.
Yep. So I'm thinking about doing a round table type of show.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun. So that might be coming down the line.
well, that's interesting. I hope it works out, man.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Gina should have muted,
She should have.
but she didn't.
What?
I hear everything.
I do hear everything. Fuck.
They're like what were fucking heavy machinery? It's like
Yeah. Otis said.
yeah, a less big version.
They aren't as big though.
No, I know.
Wait, could you guys hear everything I was saying?
Everything.
Yeah. Everything.
We know all your secrets.
Well,
You said something
Well,
about
fuck.
dangle dangle, your wangle and my face. I don't fucking know.
I mean,
She
who's
repeated
wiggling
everything.
or wiggle wiggle
She
in your face?
repeated everything twice. It's like, can I get room 113? Dangle, dangle, your wangle, wangle in my face. Here's your keys. Yeah, she's got the syndrome.
I'm down with it.
I'm fucked up.
But woo! No, JP. What I was gonna try to ask, I wasn't trying to butt in or anything, but do you have any idea why my town's flag is like down? Like, is there something?
Oh, it's Tim Walls.
Like, it was at.
It's
Well, it was
Tim
at
Walls
half-
representing his dick.
No, the flags are at half staff. Hold on.
Why?
Yeah, the flags were at half.
Oh, because the
flags
Pope
were at
died?
half
Was it
staff
because the
because
Pope
of
died?
Pope,
I'll tell you in a
right.
second.
Well,
I'll tell
yeah,
you.
it was because.
I will
Just let me
tell you.
finish in a second. It
Okay,
was at
sister,
half
what the
staff
fuck did you just say?
for the whole week. It was at half. If it was at half mass or whatever, the whole fucking week.
What the hell
because
did
of
you
the Pope.
say? It's gonna dish.
Okay.
But
this is
my
derailing.
town, we put a big giant ass flag on the outside of town, like right by the hotel. And for some odd reason, it's like all the way down now. So I didn't know if something happened or what the fuck.
No,
It can only be a half mast.
yeah, it never goes below half mast unless it is being taken down.
Flag is broken.
Yeah, no.
It's got
Well,
ED.
then they broke the fucking rules because, like, they were working on it earlier today. They had, like, fucking seriously 20, because this is a giant fucking flag, like, giant. So they had, like, 20 people out there trying to get this flag down doing whatever they were doing. And it was windy too yet, so like good luck with that. And now it's just like down and like strapped to the pole.
It's broken.
Either they didn't raise it up or the pulleys are broken.
Mm.
Why did they break a rule?
Break a rule?
Hey, you said they broke a rule.
She said a lot of
No,
fucking
I
things.
didn't.
For a second there, she was speaking fucking skittish.
No, I didn't say they broke a rule. I was saying like I didn't know if there was anything going on that
Just a
it was down. Like, and then Heather said that it was never supposed to go lower than half mast. So I'm like, oh, well, they broke the rule then.
Well, oh no, so it might just be that something broke. That's all.
I think it's time we
Yeah,
need a black pope.
they have the. Yeah, they have it strapped to the pole.
There is no rule to take it down and put it back up and touch
Right.
it. It's
Well,
not
I
even
mean, I
against the
figured
law for it. It's not even against the law for it to touch the ground. It's just
Yeah,
it's
well, it
just
should be.
respecting. Why?
You accidentally drop
Because
it,
it's
you're going to
respect.
jail for life.
If you accidentally drop it, you're going to fucking jail, man.
For life.
Yep.
Now
How dare you?
Can't
How
do
dare? How dare you?
that. Okay, Trumper, settle the fuck down.
We're gonna build a wall.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge.
I
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be the biggest thing that you've ever seen.
I served in the military and don't think it should be against the law. So.
I don't think it should be against the law. I just think that it is very, very wrong.
I don't think if somebody, how are you going to depict if somebody? If
Well,
somebody,
I mean, if it's an accident.
if you see somebody do a frog splash onto a fucking flag, okay, that's a little different.
He
Ooh.
brained himself on that table.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did.
Even they're sitting there like,
I
oh
don't e-
shit, is he dead?
I don't even understand. Like nothing was around him. How did he do that?
It was time. Okay.
Maybe
Maybe he just hates
Mom
tables.
was actually. Mom goes. She was watching this in the back seat. She goes, "Why would he do that?" I don't know, Mom. I guess he paid $100,000 to be a fucking stuntman. I guess.
He hates tables.
as much as Connor hates horses.
Gosh. Fucking Connor is horses.
Clint is,
Clint, I'm not
Clint's a
sure
mysterious
what you
man.
mean, man.
Mom started asking me questions. Is that motherfucker Hulk Hogan still fucking wrestling? She don't like him because he's.
I don't like Hogan either.
No, Mom doesn't like him because he's a Trumper.
I don't think anybody likes him, to be honest.
There's very few.
Yeah,
His own family hates him, so there's that.
I love him.
I
Would
am
you have
not
sex
a
with him?
fan of his whatsoever.
I
Ew,
love him.
no.
I
JP?
fucking love him.
Like,
JP.
could you imagine fucking?
So
Could you imagine
leathery
having
and good.
sex with that? Ugh.
Mm.
Like, hold on a second, baby. I gotta butter myself up. I can't. Oh yeah.
Be like
I don't know. He turned into fucking Macho Man there for a
like
second.
fucking a leather satchel.
Oh my god.
He probably feels like a horse saddle.
It does.
Hey, do you guys remember when we were young and there was that huge rumor that like Hogan had like balls or something installed into his freaking biceps?
Yes, I remember that. There's no way that's humanly possible. He had to have surgery or have
When
it
I was a
completed.
kid, Hogan was huge.
Oh, I mean that was also a century and a half ago. So
Hogan is one of the reasons why wrestling is around today.
When I was a kid, everybody loved Bill Cosby, but things have changed. Okay.
oh god,
He poured some strong drinks.
yeah.
I don't find Bill Cosby.
He was amazing with the
love
pudding
his
pop.
comedy. I love Bill Cosby's comedy, man.
I don't know.
It's so great.
He used to put me to sleep.
He was great
Oh,
with
I
the
thought he
pudding
was
pop.
funny. My favorite
gave
joke
me
he ever did
He gave
is
me
the
pudding
dad.
pop, and then next thing I knew,
It was
The
Friday.
best joke he did that I can remember is the chocolate cake joke.
wasn't that Gabriel Iglesias?
No. It's about what he gave his kids to breakfast. for breakfast.
Probably
And he
losing.
got chocolate cake.
So he goes, I had
Probably
to help the kids
Ruthie
get
the
up. My
fuck
wife was, whatever her name was, she had to do this, so I got up and I figured I'd make the kids breakfast. And the youngest one comes down and she goes, I want some chocolate cake. And he
So I gave her the backhand.
he sits there and he goes, it has eggs, it has wheat, it has milk. Sure, you can have some chocolate cake. Cuts the kid a slice. And then he does this for all the rest of his kids, and they're all having a party eating chocolate. That is great. They're singing songs to me. Made us some chocolate cake. That is great. Made us some chocolate cake.
Oh, yeah.
So then the wife comes down. I can't remember what he called her. And she goes, and she pierced me with her eyes and said, why are the kids eating chocolate cake? And then he goes, because there's eggs.
JP just aged himself so fucking much.
That's how old I am.
No. I aged myself because I was the one who said the origins of the baseline.
Bill Cosby is fucking hilarious.
Right. I disagree. I don't find him funny at all.
He's like
I never
he's
did.
almost
his
like
dentist joke is fucking
there's
great.
a weird
He's a really good
combination of
actor.
like he's like black Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
'Cause he became like
here's
just
the
face
thing.
actor completely.
I'm very picky with my comedians though, because like I never even thought that Eddie Murphy was funny.
Richard Pryor was always funnier than Eddie Murphy.
Richard Pryor was funny. Yeah, he was very funny. Fucking
What
George
did you think of
Carlin, fucking amazing.
What
But
did you think of this match, Basement?
Well, the moment that still got me is when they called them the Belly Bandits.
Yes.
well, the moment that got me was when he brained himself for no reason.
10 out of 10. No, it was a pretty good match. I don't know if I'd go, what did he get, 4.5 or something? I'd give it like a 3.75. 3.75.
Oh, so I got to watch WrestleMania later than all of you guys.
Yeah. What did
know.
you think of WrestleMania?
Night 1, horrible. Great
Yeah.
main event.
Night
Night 2?
aligning exactly the way we did. Yes.
Yeah, night 2, great matches. Fucking horrendous main event.
Yep.
I would still
Like,
take night
what
1 over
the
night 2 because a really bad main event that is WrestleMania
Ruins
main event
the
ruins the
entire-
entire
yeah.
thing. Why the fuck is this guy here?
Because they're in
Wasn't
Vegas.
The Rock, but wasn't The
Oh, this
Rock
is-
supposed
this
to
is
be
pretty
involved in
fun.
the main event on Sunday?
This is actually pretty funny. I found it funny.
I'm going to make your clothes disappear.
I will say he has aged like milk. Jesus Christ.
Talking about I'd bang him.
No, but I remember him with the long black hair.
At least he still has hair, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god, look at
Yeah,
this fucking guy.
Lexus King. That is the son of.
Brian Pillman.
But yep.
the beard.
Oh
is
my
killing
god,
me.
he's mini Jeff Hardy.
It's Hunger
Like a
Games
younger
beard.
Jeff Hardy.
He's got Hunger Games beard going on.
Oh
Yes.
god, he does. 100% he does.
What's up,
Jesus.
Chillin' with Chase? Chillin' with Chase says he went to Stand and Deliver. So far, a good show. So you probably got your money's worth. That's all I
Right?
can say.
I had no idea that Brian Pillman was in WWE now.
Yeah.
Like I have not
Yeah.
watched NXT for a hot minute.
He's been there for almost a year now.
You
Oh,
can
wow.
see. Okay, we can see Chillin' with Chase. He's in a white hoodie and a shaved head. But if you're in a hoodie,
Oh, I'm going to be looking for that.
on the wide shots, you
Drop
trust me.
everything
I am.
to see
I've got
where
the
you're
eyes.
at.
I got the eyes for the audience. Okay, I'll find him.
Yeah.
You can fucking do that. I'll just stare off.
In fact, they're not even looking at the
Oh.
audience right now, and I can already see him.
Question for you guys: Has anybody fucking figured? Sorry,
Talking about aging
You-
like milk. He's fucking. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god,
Yes. He is fucking mummy.
that was not good. Anyways, you
I
know,
love it.
has anybody figured out who the fuck green shirt guy is yet?
Yeah.
Because like He got his own fucking entrance at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
He,
I told me
Like, who is this man?
he owns wrestling. What I heard is
Okay.
that he's a good friend with one of the higher ups in WWE, so he just gets free tickets.
That makes sense.
But I don't know how he lives if he doesn't work.
Yeah. 'cause
Maybe he
he's
has a
literally
remote job or
every
something.
single event.
All right, I'm gonna find
But
Chilling
I
with
actually
Chase.
thought that maybe he helps set shit up and stuff, because he obviously travels around with them.
No, I don't know what he does.
Apparently, the man is just fucking loaded. I don't know, can't afford a different fucking T-shirt.
Well, he might be rich and also gets free tickets.
So
Me personally, I think he's just a WWE plant, but
here, the green shirt guy, also known as Superfan Smiles, is a dedicated WWE fan recognized for his neon green shirt and frequent front row attendance at wrestling events for over a decade. He has gained a following due to his enthusiastic presence and has been a staple at many WWE shows, often appearing on camera.
right. But how the fuck does this guy afford front row seats every goddamn time?
He has to be getting them for free.
Yeah,
Is he that, or he's just really rich and never
Maybe
has to
his
work?
father works for wrestling, and he's like,
Well,
maybe he's secretly the son of Hulk Hogan.
I know certain people, for instance, fucking Road Dog,
Jesse James.
he'll get tickets to some of his friends sometimes or whatever. So maybe that's the case. But I'll be right back. I gotta fucking pee.
Okay.
Well, that came upon you. I'm looking for a guy with no hair and a white hoodie.
I think I saw his shoulder.
I'm pretty sure. Well, how do you know if you didn't see his head?
I saw a white hoodie. It was the only one within the third row.
Well, he said second row, didn't he? He's there somewhere.
Not getting row 2. Okay.
We'll find him.
Yeah, we will.
And if we don't, we'll say we did anyway.
Oh yeah, look, there you are. Gotcha, dude.
It's Izzy Dame.
Uh-huh.
Izzy Doe?
Uh-huh.
So I'm starting to see these things on Twitter with people talking to Bailey like, why aren't you part of any of WWE's merchandising?
Oh my god!
And why aren't you on the trucks? And why aren't you being this? And it's like, you're boring.
Yeah.
That's why. You're boring.
There's a reason why the more charismatic characters like The Miz get more TV time than Bailey or even fucking Roman Reigns.
And I mean,
when it
people
comes to
are
not being in the ring.
people online
I'm
are
talking
like, oh,
the
she's.
Daily shows.
People online are like, oh, she's not attractive. I'm like, that doesn't matter so much. I mean,
No,
they had
it's-
China
it's-
on a bunch of merchandising.
it's
She
not
wasn't
even
attractive. China looked like a fucking
It
man.
depends on who you ask, because there was a lot of dudes that actually thought she was super hot.
Well, there's a lot of dudes that will fuck a hole in the earth.
Yes.
Doesn't really
That's true.
change much.
This
Oh my
match
God! There's
got a
Chilling with
3
Chase. He's probably not there, but I think he was.
This match got a 3.5.
I highly doubt it's very good.
I like her hair. It's bouncy.
It's pretty good.
I don't know any of
Looking
these
at this
people.
match, pretty good. Dia Hale.
She's the only one I know, I guess.
Did he just ask, does she inhale?
No, her name is Tia Hale. I think did Chase U get released?
No, they're just separated.
No,
I think
he's
they got
bringing it
released.
back.
All right.
People are clamoring for it.
Oh my
They need to
God.
let people move on, though. I like this girl.
She's pretty good.
I don't know who this is.
This is
Zarya.
Gloria.
She looks like JoJo Siwa,
Mhm.
who I only
She
knew
looks
of
like
through
Ginger Ale.
internet and hate already.
She's no longer a lesbian. She's now a queer.
Isn't that the same
What
thing?
the fuck does that even mean?
Isn't queer like derogatory?
Yes, it's supposed to be.
Who's this now?
JoJo Siwa.
Some stupid bitch.
She had one dressing down from fucking Mickey Rourke in a jesting manner. And now all of a sudden, I'm not a lesbian anymore.
to quote Rod, some dumb broad.
Mickey Rourke must have fucked it out of her, I guess. I don't know.
No. all
Oh
he
my
sat
god.
there and said, "What
Have you seen
conversation
Mickey Rourke
did
recently?
you
Oh
want me to-
god.
I bet I can change you." And then he sat there and in his true delusional post-drug self, I need a faggot.
And she comes walking out.
Well, no. People were just putting that clip out, not expecting there to actually be people with context coming back at them because he and JoJo Siwa were on Big Brother UK.
Right.
The smash hit, Big Brother UK. Not a place you
Yeah.
go when your career is dying. That is where you learn to launch your career into stardom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I hear Jojo Siwa, I tune out immediately. I don't care.
I hate her name. I hate everything about her. And then I saw Mickey Rourke, and it's like literally if Chucky from Child's Play grew up and worked out,
And melted a little, yeah.
melted. He's melted.
Melted?
He's melted through half that fucking series. But I get you.
No, I'm saying melted as he got older.
Don't we all?
Yes, we do.
Oh, this is a ladder match?
Yep.
Yes.
Why not? Why not?
Listen,
What you need to
Who's
do
the hero girl?
is when you get a
got a
bunch
nice
of
ass. I'm just
when
saying.
you get a lot of women's wrestlers, some of which can't wrestle, like this one girl here. She's pretty terrible. Sol Ruka.
So Stephanie Vaquer is the champion.
You should become a double champion.
The way I look at it is,
So
the thing you don't want to
she
introduce is
relinquished.
ladders.
She relinquished the title.
The mid card title.
So then they had a bunch of, and what Shawn Michaels is really good at is doing the. So what they've been doing is a lot of, if they're going to do like multi-man matches, they have to wrestle to get into those multi-man matches. They don't just get
Listen.
awarded.
All I'm gonna say is the last ladder match that I watched in NXT was the fucking the one that we all watched together. Remember years ago, fucking the North American Championship. That was the last ladder match I watched. So they have a lot to live up to right now.
Okay, I can tell you that it's not going to live up to that.
It was fucking ridiculous. So Aleister Black's back now, huh?
Yes, he is.
He's got the
With his
same
OG
entrance,
song.
same name. Oh my god, she can do
Lexi.
the splits. I don't know why.
Oh my
that
god,
was
she can put her
impressive.
face in her crotch.
She don't need no man.
Half of these women in this match are ballerinas.
This one right here
Or not
getting hit.
Half of them.
This is terrible. That one's
Sorry.
terrible. Sol
Let
Ruka.
me rephrase that. Let me see
Trash.
who's in it. She's a ninja.
Listen, half
Girl
of
in
these
the
women in
black.
this match look like she-men.
Alpha,
Sorry,
we
is
know
the-
why Stephanie Vaquer is growing on
Badass.
you. We know. She's the same
Kalani
reason
Jordan
she's growing
is
on
the
all of
gymnast.
us.
Kalani Jordan is
She's
the
a great
gymnast.
wrestler.
Which one is Stephanie?
She's not in this match.
Oh,
She's not in this match.
And also, she looks
thank
like a
you for
Spanish
confirming that,
vampire.
basement. Or JP.
She looks like a Spanish vampire with a fucking big ass. So,
Oh, I've seen her before.
there you go. See, that was a good description.
Sol Ruka, who's another one, is a gymnast in this. She's
Sol
a
Ruka
gymnast.
is terrible.
But she's a gymnast.
All right, well. She's not good. Damn. That looked like it hurt.
That's not Sol Ruka. That's Sol Ruka.
The one getting taken out right now, all right?
Ian Hale's a gymnast.
I think the worst one is fucking Lola Vice.
Lola Vice, she's a former UFC fighter. But she can't get away
like
from
a fucking stripper.
I can't stand her.
This girl's not bad.
I like this girl.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Poofy hair girl, I like her.
Kalani Jordan, she's good.
She's the first North
Of her
American
name.
women's champion.
That was nice.
I mean,
Yeah, I like it more when they do those moonsaults where it's like more like a double clothesline rather than her doing the moonsault. Because it makes it so much more believable.
she's got better timing than a lot of the
Yes.
other women so far. At least better timing than Sol Ruka. That's all I can say.
This is Petrovic.
She should have just
Is her
finished it.
name. She's pretty good. She's a martial artist.
She's a martial artist with a broken back now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zarya.
Oh, this is not going to work out well for you, honey. Oh, never mind.
Zarya's a grounded pound.
She's basically a slightly smaller Jordan Grace.
I feel like this one in the ring right now, I feel like she's going to burn herself out, and then that's going to end up costing her the match.
She's not winning.
She's not winning.
No, she's kicking ass too much right now, so
They're
she's
showcasing
definitely
her
not
quite
going
a
to win.
bit, so she's probably not going to win. It's probably going to be this ass-shaking MMA girl, or it's going to be what was the other one? I can't. Not Sol Ruka. Please
Literally just climb the fucking ladder. Okay, you had one more step to go, and then you could have just reached up. I like her angry face.
I would like her if she didn't act like a fucking
Ditz?
No.
I like them when they're dumb. I don't know. We gotta get that Cholula Green. Who's Cholula Green? What the fuck is Booker T talking about?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
That's exactly why I like her, Alpha. I like her because she's fucking competent.
Yes.
And that's hard to come by with women's wrestlers, but they're getting better and better. That was good. She told her to suck it.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. This match has been better than the fucking women's match at WrestleMania. So.
Oh, my God. The women's matches at WrestleMania were pretty bad. Except for the triple threat.
Oh, yeah.
Triple that wasn't horrible. But...
What? Okay, what is this? What the hell was that?
Powerbomb.
Terrible.
It's called a vagina bust.
A V bust. Oh my God!
That's called my Gigi.
Jason, did you say that was terrible?
I didn't like that.
Why?
I don't like Sol Ruka. Not a good wrestler.
She hurt her Gigi.
She's not. She should not be in this match. I can already tell you.
What was that?
I don't know.
That's Thea Hale.
It's Thea Hale and Izzy Dane.
I like that one girl's hair with the pink and the white.
That's Zarya. I like she has different hair every week. I freaking love it.
She's Ultimate Warrior.
I don't like her.
Thea Hale? I like her. She's 20 years old.
Is that why you like her? Perv.
No. Got a lot of potential.
It's not even perv, but I said it anyway. Oh, she landed right on the edge of the fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
He come over. Are you okay?
I'm fucking dead, man. It's game over,
the other
man.
girl's like, fuck you. Other girl's like, I don't give a fuck. Get out of the ring.
Why'd they have to put the belt so high with this fucking tall-ass ladder?
This is the only thing that I hate about ladder matches. Every goddamn time, halfway up, they have to stop. They have to stop and like grab their back.
This is why I'd prefer if they put like a time limit on ladder matches where you can't actually climb the ladder until you hit a certain time. And then they actually just climb it realistically instead of fucking, I'm so close. It's like overly dramatic and stupid.
I thought it had the potential to get good.
Here comes the men.
Why are you reaching? You can't. You can't.
It's John Spear.
Grow, bitch. Grow.
Put some water under.
Time to go the other way.
This girl is afraid
The
of heights.
power. The power, but yet she couldn't fucking get it off the ground for a hot second there.
Power. Okay.
That's power. Yeah.
That's
Wait, white hoodie.
woman empowerment. There he isn't. I mean, how am I going to see a fucking white hoodie in this?
I mean, it's pretty dark. Basement. A white hoodie stands out pretty good.
Okay. What color is your skin, Chase? That'll help me narrow it
Wait,
down.
I think is he wearing a baseball cap?
There he is. I see him. Third row back.
Well,
I found him.
I think I see him too.
I found him.
You shut up.
He looks like a porn star.
It's just like Where's Waldo?
Looks like a porn star.
From a distance.
Where's Chase?
I found him. Or at least someone that could be him. Well, it's just a bunch of bald
Yeah,
guys.
it's a little
in
difficult, like
fucking
not knowing what he
hoodies.
looks like, and we're just looking for a fucking bald guy in a white
gonna say I
hoodie. There's a
found him.
bunch of
Yeah.
them, Chase.
I found him. I found him. It was the greatest moment of my night.
You want NXT to bring back Thunder? The fuck is that?
Lightning.
You know what thunder is?
Thunder.
Thunder. Feel the thunder.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the
I can
rhyme.
feel the thunder. Get on up. It's bobsled time.
What a movie.
Yeah,
You know,
unless
I
you're
said that.
talking about
I said that
WCW.
to. I said that to Bella the other day, and she had no fucking idea what I was talking about, and it made my heart sad.
I should have just taken her and be like, we're watching something. Right now.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I can't get her to watch any movies because, like, with her fucking ADHD or whatever's going on,
You can.
she can't
strap
sit
her down.
still long enough to
You
watch
gotta-
a movie.
You got to do what they did in what's the movie called? So Clockwork Orange. You strap them down. You hold their eyeballs open. Some call it torture. I call it. You got to learn today.
Yeah.
You mean a Clockwork Orange?
That's what I
Yes.
said. Isn't that what I said?
No,
What did I say?
Yes, it is. Basically, you didn't hear you properly.
I wasn't paying any fucking attention.
Oh my god, that's news to me.
I was watching the match, and then WCW Thunder. WCW doesn't exist anymore, Clint.
Oh god,
Yeah, and
she.
I was
did
never a
got
huge
fucked up
fan
on
of
that.
WCW to begin with.
Me
Like,
neither, to
Yeah,
be
no.
honest.
I fucking love WCW.
Well,
WCW was like generic to me. Like every time I tried to watch it, it was just like, what the fuck is this? But then again, when I came into wrestling, it was also like at the end of WCW when like everything kind of started. to suck.
WCW had a strong run, but it was short.
Yeah.
Can I say something
Yeah.
real quick?
No.
Gina, this is coming from a person who thinks Zack Sabre Jr. is really good.
Listen, you shut up. He is.
That's not a strong point there.
Then you would actually like.
He's a good
WCW.
technical wrestler.
Then you would like WCW wrestling. It's the same shit.
But the thing is, that's the thing. Like when I came into WCW, it was towards the end, so everything was this goofy, comical
Of
thing,
course.
and it wasn't
You
even
gotta
funny.
You gotta watch it from 90, 90,
Read on to
no, 96 to 98, 99.
That's pretty
It was
much
really
it, though.
good.
That's pretty much it. That's actually what it was doing better than
Yeah.
WWE.
I would legit rather put a fork in my eyeball than go back and watch wrestling that whole.
What?
Oh man,
That's when, well,
That's
actually,
really good.
I mean, that's when wrestling I thought was good that I later watched and realized it wasn't as
She
good.
crying.
Like the Attitude Era.
Yes, 'cause they're tag team partners.
Oh.
Well, JoJo C was winning.
I really like JoJo Siwa's hair. It's cute.
Uh-huh.
Is it?
But her face makes me scared.
Oh, God. No, not Sol Ruka.
God, she kicked that
No,
ball
she's the
free.
worst wrestler of them all.
It's only the mid card title. It don't mean much yet.
Means everything to me.
Yep.
It's real to me. That was terrible.
Yeah, of course it was.
Mhm.
But that wasn't terrible because of Sol Ruka.
That wasn't bad.
That was not. No, the other botch wasn't her
What
fault.
she did before that.
So that wasn't on Soul. You can't
What you
blame
just said.
I know.
I know, but the rest of the match, that was fucking god awful. She looks greener than grass.
I personally don't think she's bad.
She's bad. She is bad.
I don't think she's overwhelmingly great, but
I don't like her face.
I don't like her in-ring skill.
No, I'm just gonna stick with I don't like her face. Like,
well, she is the champion, so
She kind of looks like she got the Charlotte Flair build going on here.
yeah.
I don't mind flips and dives just when they all do it all the time and everything that they do. I don't like it.
That girl that they just showed looks like, oh, thank God it's over, because that's the one that was like terrified of fucking heights when she was up on the ladder.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see women's wrestling as much as you see men's wrestling, because the women, that's all they are really good at is the high-flying
Sexism.
gymnastic shit like this.
That was terrible. I'm sorry, but the
It's
fucking
not good, but that's
that was the
that's
LA
what-
Knight spot for me at WrestleMania. That was terrible. He did his finisher, but like they
will
just both
say
looked like they fell to
one
the
thing
ground.
The one thing that I really enjoyed at WrestleMania was the fact that Heather and I were accurate, and Joe Hendry came out.
Yes.
I find it kind of weird though that they do the El Grande Americano bit and
No, I
then
think
do
that-
the Joe Hendry bit when they had Aleister Black debuting. But
So, yeah.
whatever. It is.
Well,
I didn't hate it or anything.
I think that's because prior travel commitments prevented him from being at Mania in time.
That's why.
No, Paul Rudd.
You know what,
What the
though?
hell is Paul Rudd? Looks old as shit. Finally,
The
you seen this?
yeah, I see.
It's finally
But-
Father Time is finally. Why is he? What is this?
The
shit?
fucking
I can't
the
skip it.
fucking promo that Karrion Kross fucking did after that though was
Karen
fucking
Cross
fire.
is on fire, man. Push that man right away. It's Tamina.
I think they're going to. But to answer your question there, Basement, they were reviving his 1992 SNES commercial.
Okay. Easter eggs and video games commercials. Why not?
This bitch.
That's
That was
Stephanie
the
Vaquer.
30th anniversary of it.
That's
So
fucking Latin
40th.
vampire woman.
Oh,
She's
Stephanie?
she's a good wrestler. I'll give her that. And then I'll give her this dick.
I don't know. I don't know who any of these people are because I have not watched
Gene
NXT
Dolan,
in so
Jason
long.
Jane, Peyton Paxton.
Hold on. Oh, no.
Who's the? Remember what? Wasn't she in regular roster?
Gigi Dolan, JC Jane, Tatum Paxley,
There,
Shotzi is in there.
Yeah,
as a
Shotzi.
manager.
She.
Oh, I know
She
Shotzi.
either grew her hair back really fast or
She did.
And Fallon Henley. She's wearing
Extensions.
extensions. She's getting there.
And it's actually almost been a year since they did that. So
Well, she tore her
Yeah,
ACL.
but
So
you
she
ain't,
just came
you ain't
back.
growing a foot of hair in a year.
no, I'm saying it's partially extensions and partially it's been a year. So she's grown some of it back.
I want to punch this girl in the face.
Which one?
Which one?
The one in the fucking pigtails. The with
The,
white
Gigi
people on
Dolan?
top of
the
it.
one on the left or the one in the middle?
On it, yeah.
The one on the
Gigi
left.
Dolan, she's better than JC Jane is.
Well, I don't care. She's just annoying the shit out of me right now.
I like her.
Didn't Gigi Dolan? Didn't Darby Allin try to impress her by putting hot sauce on
They
his
were married.
asshole?
They were married.
They were married.
Yes.
Yes, so he put Tabasco
Wait.
sauce in
Sauce on his asshole.
What?
Yep. Imagine going out on a
That
date with somebody
seems
and being like,
excessive.
I really like you and I might be marrying you, but let me
No, that's-
swoon you by putting hot sauce on my asshole. You like that?
So this feud
That's
is
my thing.
between this is a new faction. This is Shield version 3.0. And And then you have the D'Angelo family, so they're gonna tell the little story here.
Do you think Rusev should have gone back to NXT?
No.
No,
What are you gonna do with him on the main roster? Fucking boring as
he
shit.
got a pretty good pop on Monday.
They're going to build something for him.
I don't think they're gonna do anything with him.
Yeah, but here's the thing: anybody coming back from AEW is going to get a big pop, like
Yeah, I
because
know.
everybody's just excited to see them back where they should
But if
be.
you don't have anything to do with him, man, put him back on NXT. Give a little bit of rub to him and other people there. The only reason I ask is because this guy reminds me of fucking Rusev.
They were chanting Rusev Day.
Of course.
I just choked on a fucking sunflower.
You gotta slow down with those sunflowers.
Ow!
Sunflower intervention.
No, I like. They're salty. That's why I like them. I wore my sweatpants to work today.
Oh, that's who these guys are.
Yeah.
Dark
I just said
State.
they're Shield 3.0.
Excuse me.
But do they have the talent of the Shield?
I think they're gonna be something big. One of them came from LFG.
Let's fucking go.
Hmm.
That's what they're gonna say to him in a couple years when they show him the doors.
I think he's one of them. He's one of
Come
them.
on, man.
He's the one that had the fight with BJ Ray, where he walked out on him.
He's the DB of the group, I think, because he's always fucking dancing. Hi, Blanche.
The cat just launches at your face, rips your fucking eyes out.
Jesus. All right. Well,
That's just where my mind went. Hi,
so my
Blanche.
earphones cut out for a second, and I came back to basement wanting to rip somebody's eyebrows out.
I know. Heather said, "Hi, Blanche," to the cat. I just imagine the cat fucking launching at her.
Jesus Christ.
Great.
Goddamn sunflower seeds stuck in that damn throat. Ah, I'm having some problems.
Sunflowers, man. They're getting
Yeah,
to you.
right over there.
You need to slow down the sunflower, man.
I don't want to.
God damn it.
Blanche.
She wants attention.
She's getting attention.
She wants it her way.
So I'll just stand.
She wants it her way.
No.
What the fuck does that even mean when they're talking about a cat?
She wants to be pet in the way she wants to be pet.
She wants to do the petting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, she wants you to hold your hand there so that she can just rub her head on.
All over it, yeah.
She wants to rub all over you. Blood is thicker than
Oh, my
penis.
hand, you fucking creep. You're such a weird cat.
That's why she's our cat.
I've never seen any of these people before in my life.
Oh my God. That's D'Angelo. The D'Angelo family.
Okay.
The Angela family? Yeah, basement. Jeez, how did you not know?
The girl's
The
name
guy in
is-
the middle is Rusev.
The one girl's name is Rizzo.
Russo?
Rizzo.
What is she? Oh, I thought you said Russo. I was like,
the
what the?
girl's name is Rizzo. Her last name is Rizzo. And then you have this Luca guy. He's on Evolve.
Where's the situation?
The situation. I mean, you're not fucking wrong.
They are true Guidos.
My
That's
God.
great. That was pretty good. Oh wait, hey yo, isn't here you fucking clown?
That was terrible.
I don't know. I can't fucking speak like that. I don't fucking care. Goddamn clown ass fucking people. Over fucking New York can't fucking
Jesus
finish
Christ.
the word.
Basement.
What are you
Oh
talking
my
about?
god, JP's just
What
fucking going
are you
on.
talking about? It's not even a fucking word.
Neither is oop.
I don't say oop. Only when I fall.
Listen,
I oop.
listen, it's
I'll
not
bang.
oop, okay? It's
I'll
oop. Get it correctly. like oop, you with me.
Dios mío.
Listen here, sunshine. This is how I want this match to go. Stop doing that.
All you have to say is
Get your ass out of my
spaghetti.
Cat has their ass in
Over
my
and
face.
over and over again.
It's just because she knows you enjoy it, Bear.
Hmm.
I just called him Bear. Jesus Christ, I need to go to bed.
Yeah, bear.
When I'm calling a grown man Bear.
Fucking beat. Just stop doing it.
You know, one of the most embarrassing things in my life is when I was in fucking, I think I was in university or college, and I called the teacher. I was like, "Thanks,
Isn't
thanks,
university and
thanks."
college the same thing.
Pretty much. Anyways, I called. I was like, "Thanks, mom."
Oh no!
It was really bad, and it just it just slipped out. It was real bad.
What did she do?
She just looked at me and then walked away. I'm like, "Thank God."
I mean, that's what I would do to you. I'd just look at you.
Probably like this fucking dumbass. What?
I want
I ain't your
pass
mama.
now. Here's your F. Thanks, mom. Me not learn too well. Cyrus is a beast. I don't know who
You know what
Cyrus
would have made it
is.
better is if it was like that sarcastic "Thanks, Mom."
I hate you, mom.
Yeah. It's not just a phase, Mom.
You don't understand, mom.
Oh God, I get that on a daily basis from
You'll
my
never
fucking
get
teenager now.
me.
And I look at her and I'm like, "Do you think that I was never a teenager? Like I fucking know what you're doing." Let me tell you something. My daughter is like the fucking best person when it comes to sneaking out of the house. It is not even funny. She leaves in the morning and I can be wide awake in my room, mind you, which is like 25 feet from the goddamn door, if even that. And she's out the door. I don't even hear the fucking door close. And I'm
She's
like, oh, this
fucking-
is going to be a problem.
You just sleuth. Catherine Zeta Jonesing her ass outside the fucking house. The lasers going off.
I mean,
She's cartwheeling and shit.
Even when Philly was here, he was like, did Bella leave for school already? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I didn't even hear the fucking door close.
Meanwhile, Bella's in the corner of the room.
I know.
I never left.
Oh, God, no.
Just like Annabelle in the fucking goddamn movie. I never left. I've been here the whole time. You two are conspiring. Sorry. That's just funny to me.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
Calm down, Gina.
Hi, hi,
All right,
hi.
what's going on?
What?
What? You said all right. What's going on?
Nothing. I was just about to scan something.
Okay. Good for you. Talking to yourself while you do it, though.
I always talk to myself.
You're not crazy at all.
You shut up.
You talking to me or yourself?
Both.
I think you should listen to your own advice.
Okay, no, you know what the fucked up thing is I talk to myself literally all the fucking time. Like,
I had to when I worked for
genuinely
Harley.
all the fucking time. Yeah, like I'll be sitting here and I'll forget what I'm doing. So I'm like, oh my God, what was I doing? And then I'll answer myself. That's the worst when you answer yourself. Oh yeah, I was doing this. And then everybody's looking at me like fucking nuts. And I'm like, yep, I am. It's okay.
Yep.
Shit, working for Harley, it's the processes we had to go through. It's just I literally caught myself standing in the middle of the office, staring at a file I had just completed, and being like, "What the fuck? Oh, right. I need to go do this.
Yeah, it's something for sure.
I do talk to myself too, usually at work. And the problem
You
is,
just hung up with somebody. That fucking retard.
Jesus.
there's a chance I might get fired for something I said recently. So if I lose my job in the next month, it's because I was stupidly talking
Oh,
to
no.
myself while I was being recorded.
Oh no!
In the middle of a call, I was like, I'm gonna put you on hold. And I'm like, I'm gonna shoot someone in the fucking head. So if they listen to that one, it's over for me.
And what's worse is you're like the only man there.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
You put people this dumb motherfucker.
It was a metaphor. It was a metaphor, man. You ever say something you know you'd never do, but kind of would do, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where I am.
All the time. In New York, it was commonplace for somebody to sit there and say, I'm going to break your fucking legs if you don't shut the fuck up.
This Osiris guy is a tank of a human being.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, but man, every time I pay
baby.
attention to Booker T, he's either getting fucked or what he's saying makes no fucking sense.
Or he's pulling out the shucky ducky crack crack moment of the night.
Wait, he's getting fucked? What?
Oh, baby.
Oh. Did you see him twist his balls like that?
Oh my lord. What is happening?
You know what's happening. Saquon Sugars.
Oh
Sorry.
shit! That is not what I wanted to do at all. All right.
This man might have the blackest name alive.
He does.
Saquon Sugars. Come on, it's
I-
basically
I'm
Rusev's
not
son.
sure why he's just staring at him like that.
It's Rusev's son.
It's not.
He looks exactly like Rusev to me.
He looks like Rusev,
I
but
hear
he's
you.
only like 10 years younger than Rusev.
We're gonna have to whack him.
Okay.
I think stacks is something they're really trying to push that is not working too well.
Yes.
He's the
Well,
only
yeah,
guy I've seen a couple times, and like we've only watched pay-per-views, and he's been on every one. So they're obviously pushing him.
They only just started pushing him. He's been there, but now they're starting to kind of to push him.
He's like, we have MJF at home. If they wanted to bring in MJF, this is what you put him in the Mafia crew. He's a greasy fucking asshole.
Uh-huh.
Could have sworn he just said he's fucking the NXT championship.
That comes later. Him and Stacks.
Oh my god.
That's a decent spine buster.
D'Angelo's not too bad.
Oh, that was way too slow. He was
He
late
hit
on
a
that.
motherfucker with another motherfucker.
He was late on that one.
He was.
And if you're gonna do like a mafia angle, you almost want the Don to be like an established older wrestler. Am I wrong in thinking that?
No.
So far, they've been pretty good.
Oh man, that
These guys
big.
are these guys are just doing power moves after power move. I'm not saying these guys are like just up from the performance center. This faction that they're pushing here, they just came from the Performance Center.
Who's the leader of them?
I think the short black guy, the dreadlock guy.
Sugars.
Yeah.
Saquon Sugars?
But
Yeah.
they're acting like the Shield when they first came out.
Saquon?
Nobody really
Oh, bit my
knew.
tongue. Ow. Sorry.
I did that yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Nobody.
Oh God,
nobody
I
really-
sneezed a little fucking too hard. Sorry, JP.
Uh-huh. Just speak.
No, I was gonna say.
I'm
I
gonna
don't-
no. I'm
I'm
joking.
gonna fucking-
I was just fucking with you.
destroy you.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, they're gonna. I don't think they. Right now, there's not really sure who is the leader.
But it's starting to look more and more like Saquon Sugars is the architect behind it.
I don't know. This guy's pretty fucking smart. He's from Duke. They could play on that. He went to Duke University.
I'm pretty sure a lot of dumb fuckers went to Duke University as well. Osiris is reminding me of like a much better in shape fucking Brutus Clay. Get the
Yeah.
fucking dactyls, bitch.
Yeah.
This guy's 100% Rusev.
He's not.
I can't unsee it. That's the problem.
I get it. I get it.
He's got 2 crowbars. Okay.
It's a triple threat tag team match, though.
We don't
No,
need
it's not.
crowbars. Why would you not need crowbars? Yeah, anyway. It's not your call. Aren't you the Don? So he kind of hit him with it.
Yeah.
Pretty good storytelling. So
He's stuck in the ropes.
Saquon
He
Sugars
is.
had some problems.
it happens though. It's not like
They tried to hide it by switching cameras so damn fast.
I mean it wasn't
It wasn't
like
terrible.
it was
It's
a
like
total disaster.
it's an
I mean,
honest botch. It wasn't like when
Yeah.
Flop
Yeah.
Dollar flopped over the top rope. It's not that bad.
No, it's not. No, but they reverted to Kevin Dunn dance with the 6 camera changes there.
Yeah. Just get Liam Neeson over the fucking fence and taken. This guy's not even in the match.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No, he's not. Yeah,
No.
that's kind of what I thought. So I don't know why the referee needs to.
Stop outside interference.
God damn. That looked pretty good. Because that looks like
Yes.
a real crowbar to me.
Yeah.
Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit the ref. Hit yourself.
It's just wanting violence all around.
Okay. They should have hit him with the
Yeah.
pretty
crowbar.
good. That was pretty good.
Look what they did to my boy.
Like the kid with the red shirt in the back.
So it's going to come out that he's a leader of this group.
He's killing the Don.
That is major trust in your coworker.
The wrong person is doing the power bomb.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
got the biggest guys on fucking planet Earth sending it to Saquon Sugar in the corner. Is basically the smallest guy in their whole fucking team.
He is.
He's the most animated, but he's almost too much for me. Look at him.
Who?
Saquon Sugar.
Yeah, that's
he's
why
like
I think it's
he's
going to come out that
he's too
this
over the
guy,
top for me.
I don't think he did that. He's the leader. I think he's honestly this is Stax's.
What I'm getting from him is actually Xavier Woods vibes, where it's all noise. Like he does too much acting in ring for him to be considered like serious.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the Shield, you didn't see anybody fucking doing what he's doing. So I don't know if he'd even. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even want to compare these people to the Shield because
that's
that's.
of him just randomly sliding into a shot next to Roman.
Yeah. Well, you never know, right? They're young. We'll see what they end up.
Yeah. We'll see where it goes.
And then right in the peen hole.
He now has 3 Adam's apples.
He's going to be a trans athlete moving forward. I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit here.
Yeah, you can. We don't need to watch replays of what we just saw.
Now we're stuck in sandwiches.
So let's review these ads.
Okay. Velagio.
I am going to get food.
I am an adult. He wants to pound this woman.
Oh.
The bread is talking to.
Oh my god, this would fucking destroyed my asshole. I got the hot habanero wrap. This thing looked like a baby. It was fucking monstrous. And it was horrible, to be honest. I ate half of it, threw half of it away.
Oh yeah, you got that food poisoning.
It just tasted like nothing. So I don't know if I had sickness beforehand. But it was horrible. I ate half of it, threw half of it away, and then shit for days. So there's that.
Well,
I want his. I want the middle guy. I want all 3 of them.
I feel like if I was going to hang myself, that's what I would wear. So anybody that found me, that's a party.
Why is this a fucking thing with you? Jesus Christ.
So that
I feel like if I was gonna hang myself, this would be what I would wear. What is wrong with you?
It's a party.
Dark State and the D'Angelo family was 3 stars.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good match. It was all right.
I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on fucking basement. Fucking.
Oh, that's fine.
If you wanted to find somebody after you killed yourself, wouldn't you want to be like a disco ball?
This match is a fatal.
Thank you so much.
This match is a fatal 4-way.
All right.
And it's for the NXT Women's Championship. And it has Stephanie McClure, Jada Parker, Jordan Grace, and Julia in this match.
Oh, man. A lot of good talent in this one.
This match got 4 stars by Dave Meltzer.
Yeah. It should be a good match, to be honest, with who's involved. You had that big bitch, Jordan Grace. She's good, though. She's good in ring.
That big old bitch.
So far, he hasn't been too far off on. Why can't he do this for AEW? He gives every other match 5 stars. He gives every other match 4 stars. And the only time when he calls it a dud, it's 2 stars.
First of all, great name. David Dingleberg in the chat. Yo.
Up.
What's up, Dingleberg?
Jesus. Come on in there. I gotta go get me one of them donuts before she eats all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna hit up the washroom real quick before this match starts.
Yep.
Go shit. Go shit yourself.
Listen, you wouldn't believe what came out of me in the last 24 hours.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I have a feeling he's going to tell us anyway.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be basement if he didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shares way too much info. And then yells at us when we decide to share too much info.
Uh-huh.
I gotta get some regular fucking thumbtacks because these thumbtacks that we have here suck.
The
Horrible.
old-fashioned metal ones.
Yeah, they're like they basically don't even have an end on them. It's just like a metal bar that is just fucking
Yeah.
with like a T on the top of it. It's like impossible because like I thumbtack like notes and shit to the wall right above where we fold clothes and stuff because that's like the easiest place for people to be able to see it.
Right.
See what?
Like notes that I have to leave. Like I just had to redo the ESST time thing so that everybody knows how much notice they're supposed to give me before they take ESST time.
What the fuck is JP eating?
A donut.
Okay. Did
Ooh,
not look like a
donuts. I had
donut.
donuts.
Looked like a big piece of shit.
Is it a long john?
Green shell one.
Okay. Yummy.
Believe what you want.
Oh, okay. It's just like in the fast motion it looked.
Yeah.
It did look
That's
like a
because
piece
I'm
of shit.
fucking. I've eaten half of it in 2 fucking bites.
Yummy. If you had to be a different culture, what would you? Which one would you choose? I go Mexican immediately. Rich culture, great food. I'm done. That's my choice.
I'd go Italian.
For the same reasons, or
Yeah.
copycat?
I could definitely go. I could definitely go Italian.
I could live on pasta every
Really
day.
good food, really pretty places to live.
Yeah, I feel like I would have gone Mexican, except for the fact that like my asshole will be bleeding after a week of
Well, if
eating
you're
that sweet
Mexican,
stuff.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you have like natural resistances.
Now, what was the question? Could you ask that question again?
If you could change whatever culture you are,
Where you
one would
where
you
you
choose?
come
What,
from?
what culture okay.
Where you come from and what you are.
Yeah.
Instead of white American, you could be.
He's like white Americans.
Black American? You can't be American anymore. Get that out of here.
I would honestly say Japanese.
Oh, that's pretty good right there.
You want to eat that sushi all the time?
Yeah, that's the one thing. The food doesn't. I'm allergic.
Basement would die if he was Japanese.
I just be living on rice and pussy.
Oh, and you just said you were allergic to shellfish.
I'm allergic to fish, okay? Depends on the vagina, I guess.
Well,
They have a lot of crab
Well.
items.
I love
And crab is
crabs.
relatively inexpensive over there.
well, number one for me would be Italian. Number two, I honestly think
Come on, Mexicans are also on this side of the world, right? It's not that different.
it would be tied between probably like Irish and Chinese, just because like I really like potatoes, and I also really like Chinese food. So
Chinese food is good, but it can't be all based on food. Fuck's sake! If you're Chinese or Japanese, forget about furniture. You're sitting on the fucking floor. You get sliding
not only that, but you're
fucking
also
doors.
living in cities that are fucking smog ridden.
1 bajillion people all up in you. Think about that.
Well, I mean,
Well, Mexico's that. Mexico's
That's
bad. Cartel.
graphic.
It's all bad.
That's
yeah,
I actually, you know,
cartel
I've been to
fucking after your
Mexico.
ass all the
I
time.
would not want to live in Mexico. I want to be a Mexican living in America legally.
there we go.
Mexican
Yeah.
American. So you'd want to be Chong or Cheech.
Yeah, why not? Why?
Right, like this. Here comes my favorite.
Am I going
part of this.
blind?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that. It makes my
I don't like that
eyeballs all
fucking fuzzy shit.
It fits her character though.
How?
You can't see me.
No.
I think there's a better effect than blindness.
I hear you. but I don't know what she is. She's what do they call her? The Dark Angel.
Yeah.
Uh,
It fits
Yeah.
her. It fits her.
you know what I call her?
I,
Big booty
her being-
bitches.
when they turn her heel, it is going to be so fucking good.
She's
It
a,
might be one of the best things that they
I can
could.
see it.
you know, it's there.
She's
Yeah, I can see
she's
it.
doing a really good job as a baby face right now, which tells
I mean,
me
she's
think
dressed
gonna
like a
be-
heel, so
Almost everybody dresses.
I think she's mainly over because of her in-ring work. NXT likes
she's
that shit a
over
lot.
because of her other assets too.
Well, so is every fucking woman in
You got
wrestling,
a
to be
nice
honest.
booty.
So is every woman in wrestling. I hate
hate
this
this guy's
fucking guy.
Uh,
It reminds me
you
of
know what?
Ryan Seacrest.
No,
It's-
I
and
will
look,
take him.
It's Doc Brown before Doc Brown fucking became.
I will
touched
take him
electricity.
any day over the new fucking announcer for main like the main roster
you
though.
don't like her?
I don't like
Why,
her.
racist?
Mm-mm.
Who?
No,
Who don't you like?
the new main announcer, or the new announcer on the main, like the one that was announcing WrestleMania. Yeah, I don't like her.
No, she's okay.
He's racist, right?
No, I just feel like she like overdoes it sometimes.
Too black for you?
No. You just shut up.
I don't mind her. I
You're
mean,
too.
she,
You're too white for me. Shut up.
what the Samantha Irvin was? She's like an okay replacement for her. Same. I don't know. People were like fucking falling over themselves for Samantha Irvin. I'm like, she just fucking says 3 words and then somebody enters. Oh my god, what an asset!
I wasn't a big fan of hers either.
The only person that does it
To be
right
honest,
is let's
I
get
actually-
ready to rumble on that.
I actually haven't really liked a ring announcer aside from that person. I haven't really liked an announcer since Lillian.
I don't know how like
Taking us
how
on floor seat again.
ingrained people are in the product. Where like that was my favorite ring announcer, and now I'm heartbroken. It's like holy shit! It's like your favorite referee,
yeah.
which by the way is Dracula.
Mhm.
If you were wondering.
I was
No,
not
I just-
happy.
I liked Lillian because like she didn't overdo it. If that makes sense.
She also fell
Like
running
she
onto the
was, she
ring.
was always. Yeah, she was also very like clear when she spoke.
Yeah. But it's such a weird, like, we're in a weird world where, like, people are like, I don't know, man, that ring announcer. It's like, who cares? I mean, you can
I
have
do.
bad ring announcers, but it's like, it's really, realistically, like, at the bottom of the things you should be looking at.
I don't know. People were over for Howard Finkel for a long time.
Yeah, but he also did things in the back.
Listen, sunflower seeds are going to be the death of me.
Yep.
Stop eating them.
Don't ever stop.
I can't.
It's like one of those hoarder episodes.
No, I need to stop talking while I'm trying to eat them at the same time.
Yep.
Damn, she's only 29.
Mhm.
Who is she?
Jordan Grace is only how old do you think Jordan Grace is?
You know what? Before she became like fucking Steroidville, she looked like a little kid.
She did.
So I would imagine I would have chosen 32, realistically,
Okay.
as her age. But I heard what you said, so
Yeah, I'm going to say 29.
you
Okay.
son of a bitch. She looks like she's
Actually, in my defense,
she
Well,
looks
if
like
you hadn't have heard how old she was, how old do you think
in my
she-
defense, I didn't know that you were talking about her when you said she's only 29. I thought you were talking about one of the other girls in the ring.
I don't think. Oh my god!
put him
I
down.
don't think.
Christ.
Let me see. Jada Parker.
I think Jada's the youngest one in this match.
No, Stephanie got that booty though.
I told you.
Mhm.
She's good though. She's a good wrestler.
She is
Respect the
good.
craft, okay?
Mexican.
So is Chelsea Green. She's just unfortunately looks like a man.
She looks like mine.
She looks like man.
She looking like a man.
I mean, there are like women wrestlers that are muscular that still hold like femininity. Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley,
Yeah.
but Chelsea Green just could. Not Chelsea Green. Fucking, I always fuck her name up. Her.
Jada Parker is the youngest one in this match, but do you know who the oldest one is?
The ref.
Yeah.
It's her breath.
Nope.
Julia.
I'm gonna guess
I don't
Stephanie.
know.
Julia is not the oldest one.
I think Julia is like 23 or something. I don't know.
No. Julia is 31.
Oh, so it's Stephanie, isn't it?
Stephanie is the oldest in this match at the age of
I win.
32.
I win. I said Stephanie.
Well, I mean, there's a
Jada
reason that
Parker-
she's that good. She's wrestled for a while.
Yeah.
Jada Parker is 26.
Is this Jada Parker? Yeah, this is Jada Parker, right? Getting pinned?
The one that just got drop kicked.
Yeah. She, to me, is at the bottom of the rung of the four. Sorry.
Mhm.
But I haven't
Yeah, but they think highly of her.
Well, maybe she's
They're
good. I don't know.
seeing-
I haven't seen enough, to be honest.
She's just the taller version of a. I don't know. They're kind of stuck between making her a powerhouse and.
When I first saw her, I saw Tamina, which is never a good
Yeah,
thing.
very much.
She is about as good as Tamina is already.
She also
but
kind of
hasn't been
looks like Tamina,
Mm-hmm.
which is never good. I mean, not looking like Tamina, just reminding me of Tamina is never good.
Right.
But
But yeah,
I guess
they needed the fourth person, so
if you want to showcase up and coming talent, you put them in the ring with people much better than them so they can learn.
mhm.
Otherwise,
I
how does
do like
anybody
that-
get better?
I do like that Triple H is bringing back all of the people that like were from NXT when we all loved NXT.
I just wish
Um,
he could successfully book a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, I haven't seen anything that is anywhere close to NXT has been.
Sorry.
I mean, even this
Mm,
NXT is better than both nights at Mania.
Yeah.
The wrestling
Wow.
is better. Fucking storytelling is generic, but whatever.
But you know what though? I will say that like that main event match on night one was
It
Really
was good.
good.
I just didn't like the fact that it resorted into like finisher fest for half of it. When I said this about that match versus the women's match, the women's match did have finishers, but there was like moves in between. It wasn't just back to back to back to back to back finishers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like night one, man, I was sitting there and I was watching it and I'm like, oh my God, just take me to the fucking main event already because like it was awful.
I didn't like or hate the Gunther Jey Uso match. It was okay, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but like
It was just because the audience
immediately-
popped for the entrance.
no, immediately going into the show, I was like, okay, hold on. You have your, was it the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title? I can't remember.
Which one are you talking about?
Jay is
That
just
one.
gotta-
The one that
World
Jimmy
Heavyweight.
won.
That's the World Heavyweight.
Right, so you have your World Heavyweight title going on opening match of night one of WrestleMania.
Yeah,
It's not main event.
they
How is
fucked up
that
the
not
booking.
main event?
Okay, so Gina, hold on. Let
'Cause
me
it's
ask
who's
you this
involved and
question.
terrible.
Who would you much rather have as a main event? Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk? Or the
okay,
other
so but that
But shouldn't they be
I
fighting for the
understand what
world
you're
title?
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
like that was
know.
my problem.
It's
with
like
it,
okay,
because,
so
like,
if you're gonna book WrestleMania in the position they put themselves in, the match order makes sense for the most part. Though I would have put the triple threat on night 2, and
Yes.
John Cena,
Mhm.
especially if they were going to do what they did
Agreed.
with John Cena and fucking Cody Rhodes, which is a fucking pile of shit.
Your honesty,
Just kill night 1 and put everything good on night 2.
But
Yeah.
you know what though? That was my whole problem with it. It's like, why are these two fighting for the heavyweight title? Why do I care? Why am I supposed to care? Like, this is the opening match of fucking wrestling.
Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
I understand
again,
that, but
mistake.
like, so that should have automatically put him in the main event of WrestleMania, not.
So they are not going to do. So
That's what Connor
never-
said. He's like, they need to remove the phrasing main eventing
The
WrestleMania
yeah.
from Royal Rumble.
Get a world. They used to. They only started fucking doing it because fucking Roman Reigns was fucking winning it every year.
I honestly would have
Right.
preferred Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Jey Uso.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just,
Yeah, 100%.
I did not like the booking for WrestleMania. I did not like
No, they should have.
most of the matches.
They should have had Gunther drop it prior to WrestleMania and
He
then
should have
make it
never been
a
champion.
four-way.
There was a bunch of errors leading up to WrestleMania that made WrestleMania what it was. It's sad because we were all on board with WrestleMania probably about 7 months before
and
WrestleMania
they-
started.
Yeah.
And then WrestleMania just continuously
they-
got worse.
And they fucking built up Gunther for the longest time to be unbeatable and all this shit. And then you have somebody like Jey Uso.
Tap
coming
him
to beat
out,
him.
a guy
Like,
that
don't
hasn't
get me-
tapped out anybody in the fucking world.
Like,
Terrible.
Don't get me wrong, Jey Uso is
It's
like,
not
he's a
good.
decent wrestler in himself.
He's a tag team
but
wrestler
he's
that's
very-
been glorified to main event.
He's very, very, as like a singles wrestler, he is very like mid card at that. Like he's not main event level in my opinion.
Mhm.
And like having him fucking beat some, like, it wouldn't have been so bad. Except for the fact that they built Gunther up for the longest time as
Well,
being like
the thing is,
unstoppable.
They built Gunther up as a IC champion to be unstoppable. Then they took the belt off him, and they just tried to do the same thing with the world title or the heavyweight title.
He should have never won the world
He
title.
should have never won the title.
Mhm.
It's bad booking, and it's surprising for how much effort they put into long-term booking that we ended up with what we got, which was one of, for me, bad WrestleMania. It's definitely going to be on the lower end of the list because of the potential that was there.
Not the worst
Well,
WrestleMania.
It's definitely not the worst WrestleMania because there's a lot of you can rewatch
There are a
certain
lot of
matches,
good
but
matches that happened between both nights.
I
I
don't
can
think.
Well, okay,
I can
so-
tell you I will
Definitely-
never rewatch this
So the
WrestleMania.
main events are not the worst main events I've ever seen.
It's a
So,
WrestleMania I'll
okay,
never
so-
rewatch. I can tell you that.
Right.
Tell me if I'm wrong here. I had heard rumor that The Rock was supposed to be involved in the main event and then he no-showed.
Well, okay.
Nope. Apparently, it came out that he was not.
So this just adds into my frustration. Because why do any of what you're doing with The Rock if the plan is to be like
Exactly
The
why I
Rock?
have
The
a
Rock
problem.
came out and he's like, you know what? We created the best fucking swerve in the company, and I was done, and I walked away. It's like, okay, fuck you.
Right?
Yeah, they failed.
Failed
Miserably.
massively on that one. Rock did not show. Yeah, what's up, Jake?
Yeah, Rock did not show, and he was
yeah,
never supposed
Jake
to
DeMarco
show.
in the chat. I remember like this motherfucker. Before we watched the main event, he's like, "Get ready for the best thing in wrestling." And then I watched that main event, and I wanted to kill myself. I'm not gonna lie, it was so bad.
We're doing good over here, Jake. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, we're just watching Stand and
Hey,
Deliver from last week.
It's just talking
I might-
trash about
I
some
might-
wrestling things.
I have my grandkids, so didn't have them. I went to watch my grandkids dance.
But it was just like, honestly, like in one word, what a frustrating WrestleMania.
I agree.
Yeah, agreed.
There was a lot of good,
Agreed. Like,
but the good wasn't where it was supposed to be. So I think everybody left
Me
with a bad
okay,
taste in their
so-
mouth, even though it wasn't a terrible show.
well, me personally, I think that they need to get rid of 2 nights of WrestleMania completely. They need to go back to
Well,
NXT on Saturday and WrestleMania on Sunday.
This is what we
Because like
said.
right now, the way that this WrestleMania was, all of the good matches, if all of them would have happened on the same night, it would have been a great WrestleMania.
That's what we said. It's
But
like if you combine the
splitting
two
it up-
nights, you have if you combine the two nights and get rid of the things that were bad, you have a great WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You got a great 4-hour WrestleMania.
Let's keep in mind, I do not disagree with what you were saying. I said they need to go back to one night.
Well, we also remember we came to the conclusion that.
But they're doing 2 nights at SummerSlam.
But remember, we came to the conclusion, and it's weird because we're kind of backtracking on what they did. I think I'd rather have a 2-hour pre-show where they A out like the New Day versus the Viking Raiders, the really bad matches that
They
half
need
the
to go back
audience
to
is
Sunday
there.
Night Heat.
Give us a 2-hour pre-show and a 4-hour Mania. Don't give
Okay,
us
give it.
2 4-hour
Give us-
nights. It's too much.
Give us
Well,
Sunday Night
Aaron,
Heat again. Bring it back to
That
Sunday
would
Night
be
Heat. Like
great,
fucking it.
but The Rock ain't going nowhere because he is on the board.
Well, I mean, the problem is The Rock. I don't know. I don't give a shit at this point. If The Rock shows up and does some fucking stupid shit, I'm be like, oh, okay. Well, here's The Rock. It means nothing. Move forward.
I
Right.
said, everybody said no. It should be the main event. Should be the World Championship. I tried telling everybody no. It should be the guys that are. I'm not a fan of CM Punk. But I'm going to tell you right now, that match deserved to be in the fucking main event more than...
To be honest, the right call would have
Oh, I
been
agree.
Roman versus The Rock,
I don't even
but
call night one. I call it the halfway point.
I would have
not the main
done.
event.
I would have done Roman versus The Rock WrestleMania, and have CM Punk and Seth Rollins be involved in the Cody Rhodes match. I'd even throw fucking Jey Uso in that match because it makes sense because he won the Rumble. Like, you know, honestly,
Right.
it's just
Stephanie doing her butt slam.
everybody's doing the butt slam now.
I don't know, man, but like if they would have combined the 2 nights with all of the good matches, then it would have been a good WrestleMania. But with having it the 2 nights and half of each show being absolute shit,
All you
it
do
was
is you
just-
take
not a fan.
you take the first match on night one, and you take the main event. You might be able to take the Jade Cargill match, maybe, and then you combine that with night 2, and I think you're good. Except for the main event at night 2, get rid of it. Get Travis Scott.
yeah.
What is Travis Scott? Is that his name? That fucking
Yeah,
piece of shit. Get that guy out of here.
he
It's
needs
like,
to
why
go.
is he
Like,
being?
he needs to
It's
fucking
like
go.
it's almost worse than Mike Tyson. It's worse than Mike Tyson for me
Well,
because he
first of
looks
all,
like he
when they
weighs 1 pound. And what the
So
fuck is he
when
there
they-
for?
you have to pay attention.
I was actually reading what they were saying.
And
And-
if you think about it, he should have
Yeah.
never been fucking brought back after he fucking injured Cody that last time. Like, I don't
Oh, no,
know.
he needed to be brought back, but he needed to get some receipts.
The 2-month Mania extravaganza. I mean, that's why we're getting backlash in 15
Man,
days.
just make WrestleMania 12 months long. Biggest showcase of
No,
them all.
I get you. I'm not arguing.
It's WrestleMania night 210. Everybody has seemingly killed themselves in the back, but we're still going strong.
But I don't know, man.
She missed everybody.
Everything.
They did. They
On
still
that one.
sold it though. So just.
It will go down
seems
as
like
I
giant-
think like a WrestleMania main event for me, from what I can remember, is in the easy top 5, maybe top 3 of the worst main events in WrestleMania history.
It was a pretty good match. I don't know
Yeah.
if I give it 4 stars.
I wouldn't give it 4 stars, but you know, a 3.5.
Yeah.
I've given it a 3.75 for Stephanie's booty.
Yeah, you guess you get the extra 0.25. That's where
I
poo.
get-
That's where poo comes from.
Doesn't mean she doesn't have a nice looking ass. Just saying.
It's more.
And I
Jesus Christ,
mean that in the
Nathan.
most respectful kind of way.
I listen.
like-
Every
I
single
like
time
what
that
they're doing with Julia now. She has aligned herself with Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne.
every single time that I think that I've heard everything that there is to hear from Basin's mouth, he goes and says something fucking to top it.
Yeah.
So again, this was a 4-star match. I don't think it was quite 4 stars. It's really good though. The wrestling in it was Jada Parker was the weakest link. Goodbye. She's good, but she is way.
She's the only one.
not
She's the one
good
that
enough
needed to take the pin. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And the other three, none of them were going to take the pin.
I think I always want to call her Chelsea Green, and it's killing me.
So Stephanie McCool actually debuted on Raw Monday night. She got a pretty decent pop. People like her, so I don't.
I mean, she'll get
And then
over if
Julia
she's
showed
a good
But then, so Julia showed up too.
if
So-
she's a good women's wrestler, she'll get over in the main roster. It's the one thing, and she's attractive. Double whammy. Jordan Grace will hold the title and then move up to the main roster next. That's
Yep.
my.
Oh,
She'll lose it to
Honestly,
Julia.
I
and
was
they'll just do one
surprised.
after the other.
I was
No, I
surprised that they
think Julia- I
put Jordan
think
Grace in
Julia-
NXT.
Julia's not holding it.
What's gonna happen though is they have such an influx of women's talent. That looks like Chelsea Green. They have such an influx of women's talent that they're gonna have to start to release some of the not so good main roster talent they have.
Yeah.
Listen here, knock off Jeff Hardy.
These Hunger
All right,
Games.
So just so you know, Dave Meltzer. His next match is Obafemi versus Javon Evans versus Trick Williams for the NXT title. This was the highest rated match of the night.
Well, my question is, how long before Trick Williams is on the main roster? It's got to be soon.
Oh, it's gonna happen soon.
This match was 4.5 stars.
I think Obafemi stays on NXT for a little bit longer. I can see a Rumble debut, but
Javon Evans
Trick
was
Williams,
only 20.
Javon, I don't care. He can stay on NXT for a while. Trick Williams, though,
Oh, I agree.
he's coming up soon. SummerSlam
soon.
potentially, maybe
More
earlier.
than likely.
Yeah, because they had Carmelo Hayes win the Andre.
Trick Williams is Booker
What's
T's
Protege.
bastard son, by
Bitch.
the way.
He acts like him.
He just looks
He
like
does
him.
his- He does his scissors kick. I hate this guy. Fuck, this guy's fucking. I just fucking hate this guy's entrance.
Oh, Obafemi? I don't know. I can't remember his entrance.
Yeah, watch it. It's. I just want to punch myself in the face.
Either Obafemi is the scariest person alive or the nicest person on the planet. There is literally no in between for how he looks.
That never. Yeah.
Looks like he's got a poop right there.
I think he's the nicest person in the world.
Well, he may very well be. Oh, I hate this fucking entrance. It's just so bad.
I am the mountain.
Second, better hurry up and get the fuck here, because otherwise I'm doing night audit and they're not going to have a reservation anymore.
I am inevitable.
What's going on, Gino? What's the matter?
Just talking to
Oh,
myself again.
For sure.
No, I said my night or my last reservation better hurry up and get here, otherwise I'm going to do night audit and they're not going to have a reservation anymore.
How can they show up at 1 a.m. if they haven't booked a room?
Well, they booked it, but it's for tonight, so I would have to, like, it's good until I do night audit, and if they're still not here by the time I do night audit, then I have to change the dates. But I'm pretty sure it's a suppressed rate, and if that's the case, I cannot change the date, so they'll be out of money.
This guy reminds me of Travis Scott. I don't like him.
Oh no, it's not. Yeah, so I can change the date if I have to. Or
Julia
if you just
makes
charge him and be a
great
dick about it.
heel, is what Jake DeMarco says. I don't know enough about Julia to really say. I know she's good.
I think Julia could make a great heel. I think Stephanie McCool could make a great heel. I think Jordan Grace could make a great heel.
I think you're actually going to see women's wrestling get to the point where it's on par with men's or close to it because of the talent that's coming in. And how they're showcasing
You
it.
mean so to get back to where it was when it was good?
When they had, the problem is in NXT, they only had a handful of women that were really good. And then they moved them up to the main roster, and half of them became just like in love with being online whores.
So here's the thing as to why I think there's going to be you're going to see a lot of foreign superstars
Yeah.
be big in women's wrestling, you look at the women in America and like where Stephanie Vacour is from, it's Chile. They have wrestling. Wrestling is big
Chile.
down. She's from Chile. You know, she became from Lucha. She's a Lucha Libre
She was a
person.
Chilean minor at one point.
Triple A.
Remember
Like,
them?
I mean, and then you have Julia. She comes from Japan. What do you think is really
Isn't she
popular
like?
out there?
Isn't she half and half?
So the experience, they start at a younger age out there too. So we got to think
Isn't
about
she
that.
half and half? Jesus Christ.
Julia is like
She's not
half.
pop-
She's half
She's not
Asian,
Poppy,
half
Italian.
something.
She's half Italian, half Japanese.
Hey, your favorite Italian?
I like Italian people. They're pretty cool people.
I love the mob.
Me too.
This guy, I get. If he would just walk out to the ring like this, I'd be all for it.
If I was
But
Italian,
then-
I would totally start a mob. Anything. I could be a mob
I have a
boss.
feeling you'd be a
I
pimp.
could. I couldn't be a mob boss. I'm too nice.
I can see
I'd
you.
be
I
like,
can
you
see
owe me
being a
money.
pimp. I can see you being a pimp.
Be like,
You'd
you
have
owe
to
me
have
money.
people enforcing for
Please
you.
give it to me. Be like, please give it to me. Please give it to me, or I'm gonna have to have basement break your kneecaps.
These cannolis ain't
Don't
free.
wanna have to do that.
I show up with a slingshot, instantly killed.
I don't want to have to do that. Please don't make me have to do that.
It's Booker. Listen, Booker T is so proud of his son. Oh yeah, man. That's my kid. My pick. He won't admit to it because child support. Even though this man is like 25 years old.
Saru, Dave Meltzer will give the Young Bucks a 7 for stepping into the ring. I know.
But the world gave them the
I
worst
don't
ratings
understand.
of all time because they came back.
I have not seen a good Young Bucks match since they were in New Japan, and
it was
honestly,
only
that
good
was not.
because
It
you
had
didn't
nothing.
see him very much.
So I
That's all-
actually
that
did.
had nothing to do with their fucking.
They were
skills
always
and
in
everything to do with
multi-man.
the people that they were
They were also
wrestling.
in multi-man, like fucking
actually
8-man
did.
tag matches and shit.
Mhm.
When I first started my channel, I actually did a review of the Ring of Honor. I actually got the pay-per-view. Bobbitt wanted me to do it, and I did it. And the Jim Cornette and them were talking about the match that I watched of them, where they all did the drop kick in the middle of the ring.
Mhm.
It was just terrible. Dalton Castle won the world title. From what's his name? He played the Macho Man.
Oh,
Mr.
I thought you were going to say he played Nacho Libre. I was going to be like, what?
No, he did the machine. I can't think of his name. The guy who was the Ring of Honor World Champion for the longest time. Black guy. He's in AEW.
Oh, Moose?
No.
I feel like Heather's like shutting down. She has not responded to a
He
fucking
could
thing
do
you
Macho
said.
Man. He could do Macho Man Randy Savage. He did that. He was the
Is
Black
that-
Macho Man Randy
was he as a black man?
Jay Grisham?
No, that's
Is this a black man?
Yeah, Jay Grisham.
no Jay Lethal.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Ah.
Didn't he have like the longest fucking ROH
Wait, is
or
Grisham's
TNA run
last
ever?
name or is his first name fucking Jay? I might have just got
I don't even know who you were talking
confused.
about, to be honest.
You do know.
I'm thinking of
Muhammad Ali.
I'm thinking of John. Oh my god! I literally combined the guy that JP was talking about and Jonathan Grisham.
Was that a fucking
Yeah,
writer?
Jonathan Grisham is married to Jordan Grace.
Isn't
Right.
John Grisham
I
a writer?
combined those two. I'm like, yeah, it's Jay Grisham. Fucking stupid.
I hate this. Look at
They're not the same
Look at the
people.
way he's walking in the ring.
He's jucking and jiving.
He looks like he's.
Look
He
at
looks
this.
Oh
like
yeah,
he's
that's
fucking-
not good.
What is
That is
this?
not good.
That
That
is
is not good.
terrible.
What is he supposed to be?
Yeah, it's pretty
So
freaking bad.
fucking uncomfortable.
Like
walking.
I honestly can see Vince McMahon in the back. You juck and jive. You jerkin' Jeff! Why is he walking like this? Yeah, not good.
I
It
don't
honestly
fucking
looks like
know.
a similar version to fucking Vince McMahon's walk to the ring. Honestly,
It's like a
Ah,
gentlemanly.
This
Weird.
is how he should walk to the ring, like he just did there. Just walk to the fucking ring.
it's like if Vince McMahon and fucking Ric Flair had a baby.
Yeah.
Penis first.
Stop doing it.
You gotta run to the ring. Maybe, I don't know. Or really slowly walk. It's one of the two.
I'd much rather prefer
I will
the
say
guy
this.
to have a slow, methodical
Don't
walk.
do like a fucking
I-
1930s dance to the ring. I don't like that.
Speaking of walk to the ring, I will say this. Okay, when I was watching WrestleMania,
I know where it's going.
I was sitting there going, "How the fuck are they not tired by the time they get to the ring?" They had to walk like 2 miles to the fucking ring.
Mhm.
But I did like the way that the stage was set up, because the stage was set up a little bit more like it used to be.
I like the
Well, there's
people
lots of fans on
above
stage.
the entrance. That was cool. The people that had like seating above the entrance ramp.
Yeah.
Yes,
This guy's trying to
but
be too much like Roman
but
Reigns.
the people that were like behind
him,
the
but-
fucking Triton, or the whatever you call it,
Yeah,
the
the
big TV
Triton.
screen, I felt bad for them.
There were
I
people
felt bad for them.
literally on the entrance ramp.
Mhm.
They weren't behind the
Yeah.
Titan ramp. They were literally right next to the entrance up on the
What are
stage.
you talking?
The
I wonder
extra
how much
fan seating
the-
they had for WrestleMania.
I wonder how much that costs.
Oh, it was a pretty penny, I can tell you that much.
The stage.
What do you think? What do you think? Like 10,000 a piece?
Well, that's
It wasn't
Oh, the
cheap.
I mean,
Seat?
normal.
yes.
Oh,
but
I'm sure.
think-
Well, I'm sure.
No,
that they
if you think about it, if you get like a package for
They
WrestleMania,
might have done like,
it starts
NXT.
out.
They might have
It
done
starts
talent.
out at like a couple of grand.
They might have done talent up there, to be honest. But I
It
don't know.
was never.
Maybe
Either
because it kind of
either
seems like it's dangerous.
Either that, or they gave some fans they got a lottery and some fans got a special upgrade.
I was waiting for someone to do a spot off it. Shane McMahon, come back. Jump to your death. Aim
I-
for the
I- that's
bushes.
what
He
I
just
think
fucking
they
hits the
might have
floor.
done.
Even for the bushes.
Oh,
He just hits the entrance ramp and rolls down.
Heather apparently found
oh my God.
just
Stage side seating at WrestleMania 41 varied greatly, with prices ranging from $50,000 to $22,000 per
I
seat.
fucking told you. Like I guess
Nope.
10,000, and that was way under what it should be, like, or what it was. Like that's ridiculous.
That's a no for me,
And
dog.
the initial sales, the cheapest ticket was $450 for the entire arena.
oh yeah.
Redonk.
Literally,
Fearless.
that would have been a no for me, because like if you go to WrestleMania, you're paying $450 just for your seat. Okay, then
And
you
you're in
got
the
to add
fucking
in fucking
nosebleeds at that
food.
point.
Yeah, you got to add in food. Fucking
Hotel room
like
if you're
dri-
traveling.
hotel. Yep, hotel, and then like if your hotel's not
It's
close to the
like-
arena, then you got to add in taxi fare and all of that. Like
Would never
No.
go
There's nowhere
to.
close.
That's why I would never go to one. It's not worth it.
honestly, when I was younger, I always wanted to go to WrestleMania. Now, not so much, because
It
like
might
the
be an
crowd.
experience. It might be an experience, but it's not on my bucket list, so it's not one of those.
Honestly,
things
I'm going to be
The
super
crowd-
honest here. I would rather go and pay the money to watch a house show than
Yeah.
go to WrestleMania.
mhm.
I'd
Honestly,
rather
like,
put a down
WrestleMania,
payment on a
it's-
house or vehicle than watch WrestleMania.
I'm with you, basement. I'm with
Yeah.
you. But like,
I got the
For
best seat in
me,
the house
it's-
right
it's-
now. TV.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's actually the amount of people. Like when I was younger, that amount of people would have been exhilarating for me, and now it's just like no.
I mean, if I was grossly
no, thank you.
rich, like disgustingly rich, I'd probably go to WrestleMania at some point. But that's
Of
it.
course, absolutely.
But the fact that I'm broke, bitch,
Yeah.
I'm watching at home.
I mean, I'd go if they came to Madison, I would go.
Well, because we don't have to pay for a
I
hotel
mean,
room.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind going to SummerSlam next year, because SummerSlam's in Minneapolis next year. But like even then, that's a lot of fucking people, man. And I'm not a like.
Why is
I don't wanna be
everybody?
in a
Why
big
is
crowd
everybody
anymore.
Ultimate Warrior in this motherfucker? He did it.
Yeah.
Thea Hale did it. Like Ultimate Warrior fucking sucked.
I
Calm
mean,
down.
they- if they're worried about people, they can go to the Coliseum and do it. The Lion Energy Center seats 8,000 people.
I'd rather have gone to this show than WrestleMania. The wrestling's better.
Yeah.
Storylines
Oh,
are
cool.
easy to follow. I could not watch and still get it.
There's less people.
Less people is huge.
So this feud, Javon Evans, the kind of wanting to let everybody know, hey, these fucking 4 other guys are trying to take over the company and nobody's paying attention to them. Trick Williams is hell bent on getting his title back, and Oba Femi's just a fucking monster.
Well, you got
I mean-
these two for sure
But
started.
in a good way, he's actually really good.
For me, these two, they got star written on them. The other guy, maybe he'll be good in mid-card tag matches, things like that. He's just too small. He's young, right? Maybe he'll become a fucking
Yeah,
monster.
He's only
Who knows?
20. Yeah, he's only 20.
But his
You know what?
moveset is
Okay,
that
so-
of a guy that's 100 pounds.
So when I was watching WrestleMania, Finn Balor came out, and I'm like, God, what a fucking disappointment!
Yep.
Like that guy, he when he first debuted
After he got injured,
after
it was
NXT
over.
and everything.
Remember,
Yeah,
he almost
it
he
was
won the
just
fucking
like-
title and got injured and had to give it up.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
the end for him.
exactly. But like after that, I expected such great things from him, and a lot of it was creative too. But like it just now I look at him and I'm like, what a fucking disappointment! Like
And
for
the problem
real.
is, like, the Judgment Day elevated Dom Mysterio, and it elevated Rhea Ripley to an extent. I think at points it held her back, but it also elevated her. It pretty much killed everybody else. I mean, you might want to say Damian Priest, but Damian Priest to me it elevated him when it shouldn't. He was such a boring champion.
I can tell you right now, Jake, if WWE would have gotten a hold of fucking Finn Balor back then,
Back then, they had him when he was
Agreed.
ready to go.
Jake, I am 100% with you on that one.
Yeah.
He should have been like the it guy, and that's why it's just such a
I'm pretty
disappointment now
sure
because he
if-
was such a great talent wasted.
I'm pretty sure if Triple H had the reins, and they were
Yes.
able to do something similar to the Bullet Club. I don't know if it's copywritten or whatever.
It
Something
is.
similar
You know, and like,
with AJ Styles and him. That's where I would have gone with those two guys,
or
not the
even-
fucking
and they had
stupid ass
they
faction
had-
with
they
Damian
had-
Priest.
they had what were their names? Gallows and Anderson.
Gallows-
they had
Gallows,
those two.
Anderson, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and upcoming NXT talent. I don't know who it
Yeah.
would have been at the time,
Yes.
but like you add that, and you got a really good faction that's gonna rival what they have in New
It would have
Japan.
been fire. Like it would have been absolute.
I mean,
fucking
if they did
greatness,
that, and then they brought in Kenny Omega, because that was around the same time. Man, that would have
Yeah.
been fucking
If they
huge.
brought in Kenny
One of my
Yeah.
biggest
version
problems with wrestling is Kenny Omega not coming to WWE.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Because he just became
I-
a nobody after that.
But it was Carl Anderson and Finn Balor that started.
I
That's
know,
what they're saying.
and everybody would be involved. I think if you wanted to build a faction, and especially if they're going to go bloodline that could go
But-
against
but-
them, man.
AJ
Yeah.
Styles wasn't there when they started that though.
No, but AJ Styles is part of it. And if WWE is going
He
to
was
do
one of the leaders.
WWE is going to do a bastardized version because they didn't own the fucking thing. It's going to be called what? The Shell Club? I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. What did they end up calling them again? I can't remember.
Who?
When they tried to do like a Bullet Club iteration in WWE, what were they called?
The Good Brothers and AJ Styles. They didn't have.
They had a name.
Yeah, but it was
The
with
OC.
AJ Styles. It was the OG club.
The
There it
OC.
is,
Wasn't it the OC?
Yeah, the OC. Yeah, the
Terrible.
original club. Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't know. You know what? I like Will Ospreay, Jake, but I don't think he was ever gonna come to WWE.
No,
I
'cause
mean,
they
Will
do-
Ospreay is a
WWE
great
is too
talent.
strict of a schedule for him.
But Will Ospreay is very much someone that I think has a pretty strong injury history, and
Yeah.
he
I
seems to
would
have
have
a
liked
very
to see him.
strong, a very strong belief in himself. I don't think he's really a
He's-
company guy, to be honest.
He's not.
He's very
Maybe.
like his head became very inflated over time, and it's sad because he was a great talent. And
He is a great talent. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
really. I like what he's doing.
That was cool.
I'm not a huge fan of what FTR is doing now. I tell you that.
They're dead to
FTR
me.
has fallen off a
Oh,
cliff.
they have
Holy
just,
shit.
they have taken a digger off a cliff.
Anything that really is happening, AEW has
I don't know,
really
there was
done
just-
a poor job.
I don't.
But like with WWE, there were just so many missed opportunities, and it's frustrating as fuck because like with the Bullet Club thing, I mean, even just Finn Balor alone, when he was in NXT, he was doing the demon thing at every pay-per-view. Not every pay-per-view, but when it was called for it. And then when he came to main roster, he was doing it when it was called for. And then all of a sudden, he just stopped doing it because they had him doing it at every fucking pay-per-view. And that takes out what the specialty out of it.
I would
Yeah,
say
they-
Will
they're-
Ospreay is a guy that if he was brought into WWE, I think what you're looking at best is the AJ Styles treatment for him. That's if he's
Uh,
willing to.
I
that?
don't think they would have even pushed him towards the world title,
Who?
honestly, Osprey. I think they would have kept him mid card.
For some reason, Tony Khan has this fetish over Mercedes Moné and fucking.
They're
Orange Strickland and Orange Cassidy. I don't fucking
so
stand him.
AEW is chasing Lightning and a lot of things, and they got Lightning with Orange Cassidy. He was so over, and it was working. But the problem is they didn't really like continue to develop other things there, and they relied too heavily on shock and awe. And you can only shock and awe so much before you got to take a step back. You can't have people killing each other in the ring on your regular program. So once you take that away, you can't go so extreme that people are taking spikes to the fucking head, being lit on fire, and it's like, well, we gotta roll it back because then you're fucked. And it's also not mainstream anymore. I don't know how many people want to see that. There is definitely an audience, but it's not an evolving audience. It's a diminishing one.
Look at the backlash they got just off of a fucking pizza cutter segment in a match, and then all of a sudden a Pizza Hut commercial showed up
No,
on
it was a
TV.
Domino's commercial.
Or Domino's, yeah.
And that was a match between Nick Gage and fucking John Moxley.
Chris Jericho.
Or Chris Jericho, I'm sorry. Nick Gage, I don't know.
Pizza cutter to Chris Jericho's head.
He must have, I don't know the history on this guy. He must have robbed a bank or something. I don't know.
Rue, fucking A&W. What the fuck? Sorry.
And
I just don't. AEW.
Mercedes Moné is unfortunately someone that did not excel past her run in NXT. She was showing signs of regression in WWE. Then she left and she went on a hiatus for fucking 5 years while she got divorced. And then she showed up and AEW gave her every title in the world.
She got divorced?
Yeah. She did a podcast about divorcing her fucking lover where she's like, I still love him and he's the great guy. No, she said he's the greatest guy ever, but I felt like I was trapped. Like, okay. All right.
MJF has never been in WWE. I think he was there.
Yes, he has.
Okay,
yeah,
so
he was, okay. That's just like
I think MJF
he was a security guard.
I think MJF starts dwindling. I just don't see it in him.
MJF's another guy.
Zero response from the audience.
MJF should have left AEW to go to WWE. Honestly, I'm just like, if it was me and you're in MJF's position, right?
Yeah.
You can see, unless you're blind, that AEW is a ship that is sinking. Right?
Very rapidly.
And they also did him fucking dirty on his title run. He was second place to fucking everything.
You know who was a huge disappointment for me when they went to... I mean, not when they went to AEW, because when AEW first started, we were all excited about it, you know, but like
we were all
over time,
we had a time frame.
Over time, it became so fucking disappointing that Hangman Page stayed in AEW, because if he would have went to WWE, he could have been something great. In my opinion, he could have been like the next Triple H, in my opinion.
Oh,
Hangman Page.
But
You know what I saw more in him than anything else is the next JBL,
Yes.
which isn't bad. Like he's
Well-
a fucking champion. I don't think he'd be Triple H because I don't know if the mind is there, but
No, it's not.
he's a good wrestler. He's got that Texas vibe.
But then again,
to him.
but then again, it's hard to tell, because like the mind could have been there, but like it's not being let out at all in AEW. I mean, they barely utilize him over there. It's just it's sad.
a
to
lot
me,
of
'cause
the
he was-
people like they all fell victim to the EVPs.
no, they use him weekly. They're using a storyline right
Yeah,
now.
but like a lot of
Well,
the
I don't watch it, so I
I
don't know.
know. I'm just letting you know.
a lot of the main event shit they have going on AEW seems to fall victim to the EVPs and promoting themselves, or at least it has been that way. The fact that they got MJF, who I thought was like going to be the face of the company, gave him the title, and then have him like fight, defend his title in mid card. I don't
Right.
understand what that was about. I don't know. The fact that they can get Kazuchika Okada and make him unwatchable is wild to me.
Yeah. Yeah. That
He'll
should be a
be-
huge fucking red flag
That
right
guy,
there.
that guy is my fucking hero. Nah.
It's surprising that they can mishandle talent so greatly.
They even made Kota Ibushi look terrible.
Kota Ibushi's leg
Mhm.
exploded.
They did.
Well, I will say one thing. They got Kota Ibushi, but he was really coming off of a dark times. They didn't
Yeah,
have
well,
the Kota
he was
Ibushi
coming off of
that
a
he
lot
was.
of debilitating
Yeah.
injuries. Like,
I think Kota
Well, I mean,
Ibushi's
the
career
guy, like-
ended in
Fucking
New
dude,
Japan.
he
fucking
brained
brained
himself.
In every fucking
I think
match.
the
I
guy
was just gonna say that, Heather.
I think the guy was literally trying to get his neck over.
Well, at the end of it, he came back and he was 2 steps slow and half the size.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he ever recovered from that because I don't watch it, but whatever.
Oh my god, what was that fucking emoji?
That's a laughing face.
Well, okay.
It's YouTube's laughing face.
Sorry.
Looks like
Right.
a whale.
It does.
I was
Spitting
gonna
at me.
say it looks like a happy fish.
Looks like Guppy.
Looks like
From the
it's
game.
ready to receive.
Gulping Guppy.
It's ready to receive me.
Oh my god!
Why is the
Somebody's
why
got to
is
get
the
basement a
ref-
hooker or
why
something.
is
'Cause
the ref
this is getting
just
ridiculous.
out?
I'm about to fuck emojis, man. It's getting bad.
It's getting bad. We need to get him a hooker.
I don't want to have
Hey,
sex
just
with
take it
Hooker,
back to
though.
Puerto Rico then.
One of his
Oh.
dreads fell off on his fire braids, whatever the fuck they are, fell off in his stomach. Someone's.
Excuse me. No, we'll just take him to the Dominican, and then they can hop out of fucking forest for him.
Man, you don't want to go in that forest. You're never coming
New
back.
Japan- The reason New Japan had to link up with AEW because all their talent went
Was
to
it over at
AEW.
AEW?
And then they got new
Mhm.
leadership, and they're in the fucking hole.
Yes.
New Japan,
New Japan right
unfortunately,
now
if
is
New Japan doesn't
not
course
in the
correct,
way.
I can see New Japan not existing in the same element in 5 years. They are not doing well.
Tanahashi is, I mean,
Well,
He's
their
not-
biggest. I was just gonna say, New Japan's biggest downfall was putting all of their eggs in talent that was overseas. Because then, when COVID hit, they suffered big time
Yeah.
because of it.
Unfortunately, New Japan, I think, did it right. I understand what you're saying, but it's like the best thing they did because they
Right.
started to get
Mhm.
like eyes from across the fucking ocean on them.
Right.
But then, yeah, COVID
like,
literally
when
killed
you
that
have-
company.
But the problem is, like, there's nothing wrong with getting talent from like overseas or whatever, but that talent needs to live in Japan. Like, when you have talent like the Young Bucks that was traveling back and forth all of the time, or even Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, they were traveling back and forth all of the time. And when you take the ability to travel out of it, and most of your stars are stuck in the United States, then what the
Yeah.
fuck do you do?
My only complaint about this show is too many multi-man matches. Too
Well, I
many,
don't
too many. Like this guy's gonna take the pin because we don't want anybody to really get hurt in this match. It happened in the women's match. It happened in this match. Then you had the multi-man ladder match,
You're correct.
tag match.
Yeah.
Still a pretty good show. I actually, from start to finish, it might be better than night 1 and night 2
I think it is.
because it started and ended good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was consistent.
Yeah. It's like, why is that a 4? I don't know. Triple H, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that guy.
I don't know. I think he was a little bit more concentrated on his fucking.
Here's what I think. I still think he had residuals of Vince shit that he needed to fucking clean up, and he's still kind of.
I'm not. No, not for me.
So here's the thing. I do. That could be.
I
what's
think a
going
lot of
on.
people blaming The Rock makes sense because The Rock is technically Triple
I do
H's
blame The
boss.
Rock. I do blame The Rock 100%.
He's technically Triple H's boss, even though he might have said nothing. He's more like, I can show up when I want and do what I want.
Right.
Drink
Right.
Termina and suck my dick.
Termina and suck my dick.
Moana. That's the postscript, Moana. Like, what does it even mean? Watch it?
Remember something happened here.
Oba
His
Femi.
eyeballs are scaring me.
The one thing with Oba Femi is he doesn't have the character yet for me.
No,
He's
you're
got
right.
the
he's still
look.
young.
He's really
He's
good in
still
ring.
trying to learn the
He's got the
character.
look. He's
He
really good in
is
ringing, but he's like, it's even like he's behind Braun Breaker because Braun Breaker had fucking everything,
He
full
is-
package, right?
He is legitimately from Nigeria.
I don't know. He needs the
Baker is ridiculous. Like that man is. Jesus Christ.
Well, he's now at the next level. He is with Seth
Dude.
Rollins in the A faction now. So
Okay, hold on though. I will say, WrestleMania, there was a women's match, and I can't fucking remember who it was, but one of them just fucking speared the fuck out of the other one. I was like, oh shit.
are you
I think that was Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, and Tiffany speared the fuck out of
Yeah.
Charlotte.
it's a white woman.
Jesus Christ. No, it was during the was it a triple threat match?
Oh,
It was Rhea, Bianca, and Io Sky.
Yeah. I think it was maybe Io that took the spear, maybe. But regardless, one of them speared the other one, and I was like, "Oh god damn!" Because she went flying.
oh, it was Io. It was Io. I remember she jumped for the spear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Christ.
So I actually like what they're doing with Io Sky now.
I do too.
Triple
like
H
Io.
Triple H has actually turned a page on a couple of things.
The thing I like the most, and this is from osmosis, is Seth Rollins' faction. No, because
Yes.
I haven't been watching. I didn't watch Raw after Mania. I didn't watch SmackDown.
Yeah, I didn't watch Raw either.
All I'm saying is he's the next face of the company, right? And this is how they do it. And this is also how they push Braun Breaker to eventually fight him,
Yes.
which will
Yes.
be
And build
not
him
within
up
this
to
year, I
be
don't
that
think.
next in line.
I mean, if it's going
I
to happen,
really
it
like
may
Braun
happen.
Breaker.
Braun Breaker is
Yeah, but
future
you
star.
don't want
It's-
to.
it's
You want
written
to
all
take
over
your
it.
time.
He's
You
fucking
want to take your.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: you want to take your time with him.
Honestly, I don't see this faction ending this year at all. I see Seth Rollins. I think we all see, if you're not going to do The Rock and Roman, Seth Rollins and Roman at Mania,
100%.
it's got to be. Because I think from what you guys are saying, Roman's looking to walk away earlier than later.
I was
for his
going to
career.
say I can definitely see Roman leaving soon because like I can see him wanting to spend some time with his family,
Or at
with,
least
you know,
leaving
his
to a point
cancer and
where
shit.
he is Brock Lesnar. Show up
Yeah.
3 times a year
Yeah.
or whatever.
Especially now that his kids are getting older and they're going to be start getting into athletic programs and stuff like that.
I mean, he's
going to
always
want that more time away
he's
to
al-
be
well,
with them.
he also might be looking at a Hollywood. I don't think he is anywhere close to like a John Cena or fucking The Rock for Hollywood, but I can see him doing like a little stint where he's in movies, but like not featured
He was
very
already
much.
he was
Well,
already in
Yeah,
a
I
movie
know.
with The
he was
Rock.
in one of the Fast and the Furious movies.
I do
So
not see
Zelina
him.
Vega-
He doesn't have the fucking charisma to be an actor. I'm just gonna say it.
Zelina Vega did win the U.S. title tonight.
She's
I
gonna
do
be.
know
You
that.
think she's getting teamed up with Aleister Black?
No.
No,
Hope so.
no, I think they're gonna make him the new leader of the Wyatt Six.
Honestly, I hope so because that needs a revival.
Either revive it or let it go.
Kill it,
Right.
Yeah.
which
I
is
don't
so
know what
sad
they were
because
doing
when
with
they
Uncle
when they first
Howdy, and he's fucking guy can't stay
Well, when they
healthy. I
first-
guess I don't know what it is.
Well, when they first debuted it, like they did a great job with
Yeah.
like the suspense and stuff like that, but then it just became very lackluster.
Right now, it's at the precipice. You either do something with it,
Yeah.
you make it memorable, or it's gone. And I
Yeah,
wouldn't
and
be
honestly, if
against
they're gonna-
personally
if
it
they're gonna
just
put-
not existing anymore. It's such a
Well-
hard faction to book in my mind.
The
Yeah,
thing
I'm
is
looking at
if you're
this.
gonna put anybody in the new lead,
you know-
then it
you
would
know-
be Aleister Black. But
You know what is missed from WWE?
what?
I'm looking at this poster, and this looks like an old school poster that they would have done in like the 1950s.
What are you talking about? The one I have?
So, like, who is wrestling who?
They have these still.
You-
They just don't put them up.
Right, and this is
They
my
need to.
point. This is my point. They should, because look at what match, the two matches that mean the most are in the middle, and everything else is surrounding.
They still do this, but
Mm-hmm.
instead what they do is they do the individual the individual thumbnails. It's like main event, this match, the 1 versus 1. They don't do the ensemble,
Yeah.
which
So
sucks.
I wish they would, because this is such a good
Eye catcher.
Poster?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Really good
It's a-
poster.
It's a good poster. Alpha says, regardless of how you guys feel about her, I'm at least glad Zelina Vega is getting her rewarded
I don't
somehow.
hate Zelina Vega. I actually do like her.
I'm okay with her. She's an okay wrestler. She's never gonna be more than what she is,
I
in my
I
opinion.
liked
but
when I liked when she was the mouthpiece for Aleister Black in NXT.
I honestly feel like that's
No,
where they should go.
she was a mouthpiece for
Andrade.
Andrade.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
she should.
I'm sorry. They were
If
just
it-
always constantly
No.
wrestling Aleister. That's what it was.
If it's
Okay,
me
so
and
let's keep in mind that WWE purchased AAA.
Well, yeah, and
I
I could
know.
see Zelina being a valet for some
I
of
see
them.
her starting out
she's got a lot more
being one of
worth.
those that is at the top of the card.
She's got a lot more worth
Yeah.
speaking for somebody that can't speak for themselves. But I would love
Right.
to see an Aleister Black with Zelina Vega versus Karrion Cross with Scarlett.
Scarlet. Yes.
They need to do
I
something.
could
That
even
would be
see
great.
those guys fucking being together. They got
I
the
did
look
it.
to work together.
I'm going to tell you right now, there is a huge sign that Karrion Cross is starting to take off without the WWE even doing anything. His merch right now is selling out.
But
But
WWE
That's
did.
because of
The thing is, they
fucking
did do something with them.
unbelievable.
Though.
But that's because of the unbelievable fucking promos that he's been cutting
Well,
for
I mean,
himself. Like
it's-
that one after WrestleMania.
The one after WrestleMania is really like the mic drop moment for Karrion Cross thing. But like they're involving him with AJ Styles. It's not like they're throwing this guy to the wayside. They're trying to push
Right.
him, and
And he's
it's working
getting
so
over,
much
though.
better than putting him as a fucking gimp
Yeah.
He's
walking
getting
into the
over.
ring.
But you know what?
He
Me
is-
personally, I think that they
Right.
They're-
right. So what I'm
they're
saying,
getting him over generically, which is exactly what they need to do. Because otherwise, if they try to push him down people's throats, people are going to hate him.
I mean, like naturally.
I think they're doing the exact They're slowly pushing him.
Yes.
Yeah,
They are
it's-
not.
it's the
They
right
are
way.
not. They're doing
But
it
that's what I mean. Like they're getting him over generically, like by slowly pushing him
organically.
like that.
organically. They're getting him over organically. Actually,
There is like a natural element to him getting over, and My only
he's
worry
there.
is that's Triple H, man. He might pull the
He-
fucking cord now, or he might pull it in 7 years. For fuck's sakes, I don't know.
The thing with Karrion Kross is there is going to be a moment where, and it's going to happen on TV, where he has got to make a decision. And I think it's going to unfold on TV as to where they're going with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I am here for where they're going with him if they do it right.
In the next 2 years, bold
He has
prediction, he's
got
going to
to
be the secondary world champion. He will be.
And that's fine.
He'll hold that title at some point in the next 2 years. And he should.
And that's fine.
I don't think he's going to hold the biggest title unless, like, this guy just fucking takes it. He has it.
No, I don't
He
want
has
him
it.
to.
I don't know. He has it. I'm seeing it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want him. So for him,
There's so many people online, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right, but I think he's one of those on the undercard
So-
title,
Mm-hmm.
the secondary
here's-
title that you're talking
Well,
about.
Yep,
here's-
I agree with you.
Here's the problem. Like, they have, in my opinion, WWE has way too much talent still because you have all of these different talents that are not being able to be utilized properly because there's too many of them.
Well, you're going to see a couple of retirements. You're going to see a couple people being let go as well.
Yeah.
Like Randy Orton, he's not around forever.
You're gonna have your people that are the definite standouts to be backups for when injuries happen.
I mean,
Like they used to have back in the 90s.
the way I look at it is,
Yeah.
and from what I've heard, is like now's the time. Kevin Owens, he might be done from what I hear, but he's
His neck injury,
He's
I
at
heard, is
least
pretty
done
bad.
for the year. That's a huge spot that needs to be filled,
Mhm.
right?
I think Sami Zayn will be challenging Jey Uso for the world title at some point.
So I agree. Okay. So if they have this much talent, then they definitely, like Heather said, they definitely need to steer it back towards the 90s where they emphasize the mid card as well. Like, because right now they have so many guys vying for that top spot of like that.
The problem is that they do too much of that.
This is what I said earlier, but WWE has actually been doing this. They had Gunther, IC champion. They did build that belt up. Now they have what the fuck's his name?
Oh God!
I love you, Solo.
Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu holds the U.S. championship. They're going to build it up with him. They're not doing a bad job of building up the mid card. Honestly, the biggest problem main roster WWE will have is pay-per-views. They really need to deliver match-wise at PLEs, or else nothing matters to me. Like,
Not only that,
come
but
on,
they
look
need
at the
to put
roster.
an
It's
emphasis.
ridiculous.
But along with that, they need to put an emphasis on those like world heavyweight title and things like that. They because otherwise, what's the fucking purpose of the title? Like,
Well,
if
it's
you
hard,
don't put a
though,
huge
because
emphasis on it,
it's hard though because you don't want your mid card champion to outshine your main champion.
Agreed.
So you can't have.
which is why people. I'm sorry, but people like Jey Uso should not be in main event.
Yeah,
he should not even be in main event talks. He is a mid card guy. Like, there is absolutely
to be honest with
nothing
you,
wrong.
Gunther is a mid card guy too.
Yeah,
if you look at the entire roster, let's be real.
Somebody for the IC title or somebody for the US title, fine, perfectly fine. But like Jey Uso, even though he is so over right now, my opinion, he's not a main card guy. Like Roman, fucking
and I would say the
Cody,
same for Sami
those
Zayn,
guys like that.
Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. These guys are mid card guys, really top tier. They can step towards main titles, but I don't think they should be involved in that conversation.
I see Jey Uso as more of a main card guy than Sami Zayn.
That is ridiculous.
No,
to me,
it's not.
Sami Zayn is a much better in-ring wrestler. He's actually.
I don't see it. But
he's better on the mic.
Sami Zayn as main card either.
I do not disagree with that.
He's better on the mic.
I think Jey Uso, for some reason, he has this.
I know why.
Cult following.
I know why. It's called
Yeet.
yeet.
It's not the yeet thing.
That is
Something
all
about
it
him.
is, man. It's
Yeah, but
yeet.
he
He has
has
a catchy catchphrase.
charisma of some
Yeah,
kind.
but does he have more charisma? Does he have
I
more
will
charisma
say
than
he
Kevin
does.
Owens or Sami Zayn? No. He's got a
He
fucking
does have charisma,
He's
but
got
I
a
just
catchphrase.
I understand
okay, so like
that, Eastman. I'm not
okay,
disagreeing with you. My
so
point
like
is,
but
I just think that he is.
No.
He screams more. Whatever you want to call it, what they're
I
looking
think that
for than Sami Zayn does.
He seems
I
like dollar
think that
store
Jey
general
Uso
Roman Reigns.
I think that Jey Uso over time could have the potential to be
That's like 42.
that star. However, with his age and everything, he may not make it. I mean, he already has, but in my opinion, he should have never made it past mid card because he's not ready for that main card thing. He has the charisma for it, but he lacks the wrestling skills for it.
The way I look at it is this is his Kofi Kingston moment, and he'll be back in the mid card after that because you can't sit here and legitimately tell me he's got more to offer than KO or Sami Zayn when I just said they are mid card guys. Therefore, he is right in line with them. If you think he's got more to offer than them, then
No.
I don't know. I don't know what you're saying exactly.
Yeah, like I mean,
His charisma is all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything about his fucking in ring. I'm not talking about.
It's just what you're talking to me about is presentation, and presentation is part him, part team. So he comes out to the yeet, he comes out in the audience. That's great. It's like me saying Sandman is a main guy because the crowd loves him and he comes out in the fucking audience. When he gets in the ring, he's stumbling around retarded.
Shit works.
I know. For how long, though? For how long?
But here's the thing. Like, you have your mid-card guys, like in the past, you had your mid-card guys that have worked their ass off and made it to the main card. I mean, The Rock is a primary example of that.
Chris
He was
Benoit,
mid-card
Eddie
for the longest
Guerrero.
time.
I mean, these are guys. Chris
Exactly.
Benoit, Eddie Guerrero to me
Basically-
is very much Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. The charisma is higher with those guys, but back then it was like
Basically,
the Workers' Championship.
Basically, 90% of your wrestlers in the 90s that became huge stars started out as mid-card until they were ready on all aspects. They had to be ready in ring, charisma-wise, and they had to get over with the crowd. I mean, and it had to be a generic get over because otherwise...
Nobody can convince me that...
An organic, rather.
Nobody can convince me that Jey Uso is a main event talent. He's in the main event because he's hot right now. But he is not a main event talent. It's the same thing as Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. If they're hot, they're main event talents. But realistically, they're mid-card talents.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, in a different world where we didn't have Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes is a mid-card guy for me too, but whatever. If we Seth Rollins, these guys, but if we didn't have them, then yeah, the other guys are. Kevin Owens could easily be a main event talent, but they at this point in his career and the way that they've postured him, he can't. He's in between. He'll always be in between.
See, the thing is Kevin Owens was always a yes sir kind of guy, and
he just did everything you wanted, and he put on a good match with anybody. But
who was the yes guy?
Kevin Owens. Not like in a bad, not in a bad way. I'm saying like he was a company man, and he still is a company man. And like whatever match they wanted him in, he was
I think
okay.
He actually just loves wrestling. Which is why, like, I was so, like, when they tried to do the, like, heartfelt fucking thing with him being injured, I was like, man, this guy's too good. I don't believe it's real. But, like, at the same time, it's like, you'd hate that to be, like, the send-off for him if he can't wrestle again. Because
as soon as I seen him land on his neck during that match we were watching, I was like, oh, that's bad. That's fucking bad. Because the way that he landed, it was not good. But yeah, James in the chat said he just subscribed.
Charlie Cameron is a ventriloquist. And Mercedes Moné is the reason why the women's division in AEW is shit.
Well, she's
and
not the
Tony
reason,
Storm,
but she's
right,
adding to it.
Tony Storm is adding to that. She's fucking god awful too. So there's
Tony,
that.
I don't know what her character is supposed to be because she's like this British crazy lady. I don't understand.
That's what her character is. That's what her gimmick is. It's timeless. She's that old fucking Betty Davis fucking gimmick.
Yeah, if Betty Davis was
terrible.
fucking bipolar.
It's fucking goddamn fucking
It's
god
Marilyn
awful.
Monroe, not Betty Davis.
I don't give a fuck who it is. Whoever they're trying to mimic, it sucks.
Yeah,
I said it. It's god awful.
yeah, no, James, I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. Mercedes Moné she's awful. We'll all disagree with you on that. She's awful.
Is Nia Jax a mid card, James? I don't know. Basement, what do you think?
Fired.
Basement does not like her.
I mean,
I don't like
she's
Nia
definitely
Jax
a mid
either.
card. The only thing she adds is like a different body type. She's not a great
Yeah.
wrestler. She's okay on the mic. She's had the viral my hole. I don't know.
What in the fuck are you talking
I
about?
think he's talking about Sasha Banks.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I don't care how her fucking name is.
I don't care about Toni
James,
Storm. She was a throwaway in WWE. She got over in AEW with a gimmick that
I don't
turned
even
weird.
remember her in WWE.
That she went from the timeless gimmick to amnesia. Like if you've ever watched any show where they feature an amnesia storyline, it ain't good.
She did. You know what? It came out that she didn't have amnesia.
Oh my god! Really?
She
my
knew the whole
God.
fucking time. So she's always been timeless Toni Storm. It was her greatest performance ever. What, to lose the title? You fucking...
She's,
the story is terrible.
She's changed her name
And
to Unwatchable
way-
Toni Storm.
By the way, James, Toni Storm wants to do this gimmick. So
No, I
don't
would
say that
rather
AEW
have.
doing her. It's on Toni
I
Storm.
probably would rather have Toni Storm than Nia Jax in terms of like future. Nia Jax
Yeah.
is like only around because of her physicality and her size. She's Big Show.
She's Big Show. She's 1,000% Big Show with vagina.
Now, did you guys see that? No, I don't know if this is true. Again, Twitter. WWE is trying to like stop people from showing the roast videos that were unaired.
I've seen it in action.
I've seen some of the roast videos, and my God, did they go in on Nia Jax? One guy did at least.
Well, this is why she's probably going to get a push.
And then Nia Jax went in on Charlotte Flair, apparently, and now Charlotte Flair blocked her online. What does that mean? Who cares? That's my answer to myself.
Exactly. You answered it for yourself there, bud.
Mid-card, and it's okay that she's mid-card. We don't need every single fucking superstar being the fucking main event. I hate it when people say mid-card. She's mid-card. Okay.
Yeah, but
Great.
that's just classified. It's putting
It's
people
a
in
good
categories. Mid-card is always on TV, usually, in probably the best match.
Usually, yeah.
So mid-card means nothing to me. If they're on TV for a fucking reason.
I mean,
Vince
personally,
would just put somebody on TV towards WrestleMania time because he wanted to make sure that they got some sort of bonus.
they also had that like super gimmicky fucking Santino Marella coming out with the fucking snake, and it's like, God, just shoot me in the fucking
Oh,
head.
God.
Santino Marella is a gimmick within a gimmick.
I
It
don't
is.
mind gimmicks. Like, I actually am enjoying the Grand Americano gimmick enough.
The El Grande Americano, yeah.
That I
I'm not
can get
gonna
behind.
lie.
Because
That
there's
is a
super talent behind it.
This is what I think that is gonna fucking put Chad Gable over.
Well, the fact that he's got a fucking interpreter
He
while he's
is-
speaking
he is
English
playing-
is just great.
He's playing a character right. He's playing a character right now.
Even on
And I
Twitter,
love
he's like, "Good job," to another Twitter. That is El Grande Americano.
James, most of us here are Becky Lynch fans, but we're Becky Lynch fans because she was a good wrestler at one point. I don't know about anymore. I see the same from Becky Lynch every single time.
I actually think Becky Lynch is a wrestler that, it's sad to say, but a lot of the four horsewomen didn't get better than they were in NXT once they came to the main roster. Becky Lynch evolved character-wise almost
Yes.
like by accident.
Yeah,
But she really took it. It's the Stone Cold thing. She really took it and ran with it. So I have to give her props where she
I
deserves
do
them.
there too, but as far as her in ring, she is not great. Her character that I want her to go back to is the steampunk character. I don't know if
Never
we'll
gonna,
ever
I
see
like
it.
the
never gonna
steampunk.
happen. Never gonna happen. She went from
I
the
don't see
man
that.
to
You might
like.
see it. You might see it towards the end of her career, or she'll come out in a WrestleMania where she'll wear that as a
As a
callback.
throwback, yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, between her and fucking Seth, I don't know what they are.
well, she
Because,
went from
they're both just like weird.
the man to manorexic, and now she looks normal when she came back. She looks more like what she did when she came out of NXT. So maybe she
Just
gave
no.
up the CrossFit life where you weigh -8 pounds to live.
Right up on the shelf.
But I mean, she's going to be featured in storylines. I think Becky Lynch is getting towards the end of her career anyway. I can see.
So-
How old is Becky Lynch? You think late 30s?
She is 38. We talked
38?
about that.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I can see her being active for another couple of years. I don't think you're going to get too much more out of her after that. She'll be active in the ring for a couple of years, and then she'll be a Royal Rumble entrant for like 5 years.
Okay, speaking of people that look anorexic, what was Michelle McCool sick at one point?
Yeah.
No.
She's dating the Undertaker. She's in love with the
She
Undertaker.
is a huge advocate for a lot of things. It's
Malnutrition,
She
I
should
heard.
be a huge advocate for a freaking steak because she needs one.
She's a huge advocate for
Like
malnutrition.
when I seen her come out during WrestleMania for like when they
She just
A little bit.
loves
announced the Hall
anorexia.
game or whatever, she looks so fucking skinny.
She's a bone daddy.
So I'm going to tell you, Tony Khan killed Megan Bain, and if you haven't seen her, she looks like a star, but just the same with Jade Cargill. He killed her
The fuck is
because they
Megan
weren't
Bain?
going to fucking do anything with her.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
No.
She's
on AEW.
She's on AEW. She's got size. She looks like a star. She's green as fuck, which means she can't fucking wrestle.
So she's 20% there.
Do you remember
Yes.
Do you remember the video I shared of Thunder Rosa coming into the ring with a chair against two other women?
To be honest with you, I don't remember anything
No.
right now.
I was gonna say she was the one who, when Thunder Rosa went to swing the chair, just stood there like, "Oh yeah, what you gonna do?" It's like, no, honey, that's not what you do when the face
Hey,
comes.
whatever
In the chair.
Oh, that was
Here.
terrible. I remember
whatever
now.
happened to fucking the transsexual that AEW had? Like she just
Remember Lars Sullivan?
no.
No.
You're talking about Sunny Kiss?
You're talking
Well,
about
Sonny Kiss too, but
Nia Jax?
I'm talking about no. Well, yeah,
Nyla Rose?
the AEW version of
Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose. There you go.
I just put a picture of her in the chat.
Oh my
That
god.
is that is literally Megan Bain right there.
I cannot. Where is my phone?
I don't. But
See, James, I disagree. I don't think that Liv Morgan is that good. She's not bad. Don't get me wrong.
I think people hate her more than they should for her in ring, but she is very much Alexa Bliss.
she's very much
Yeah.
a mediocre
She's
wrestler.
very much 3 moves and done.
90%
I
of the
agree.
market.
Comparing her to Alexa Bliss is, it's as close as you can get, but in the same sense, Alexa Bliss was better, in my opinion.
I would actually say Liv Morgan's better than Alexa Bliss because she's not injured 99% of the time.
Are you
That's
sure about that?
Mhm.
I am sure about that. She's been wrestling
And-
for the last couple of years. She's
I
done
mean,
every
look how-
fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah, and
But
before,
from what I've seen,
forgetting during fucking her feud with Rhea Ripley, she was injured for half of that feud.
I
Liv
mean,
Morgan?
but
Yes.
from what I've seen of Raquel Rodriguez, she does seem like she's pretty good.
No, she's not.
I
very
haven't
good
really
very far.
even. I mean,
She's Tamina.
take it as you will, because like outside of WrestleMania that I suffered through, I haven't watched wrestling since Royal Rumble,
The
and then
problem
before
with
that, I hadn't watched wrestling for like 2 years.
the problem with
So
Raquel is
I don't know.
she's not like the only like strong looking woman. She actually
Right.
looks less strong than a lot of the other stronger looking women, and she's not very good.
Used to.
She is to me she's Tamina without the name, so I see she's probably
you
gonna,
know,
she's probably going to get released in like a couple years.
Alexa Bliss is still there, but she's
she's like very, very part time, isn't she? Because after the
No.
baby.
No, she's
I think
back
she
full
got hurt
time.
again.
Yeah,
Mm.
well, surprise, surprise.
See,
like
that
Liv
shows
Morgan's
you how
gonna
much
have to
they
be put
think.
in there.
They're keeping her off TV because they're gonna do something with her with her. I don't know.
Roxanne
really-
Perez is pretty good. I'll say that.
Roxanne Perez is in with Julia now.
Hmm?
She is aligned with Julia.
No, my biggest question mark is this new age of women's wrestling. If they get sucked in to the Twitter OnlyFans shit, it's over.
Yeah.
I hear
Yeah.
you.
Because like, if your craft is wrestling, but your side craft that's making you way more money is showing your butthole on OnlyFans, then I mean,
Selling her bathwater.
like I can understand it. Okay, it's a huge like test to a lot of these women coming up because the money they'll make in that market after they've made an established name is ridiculous. Like
God,
millions of dollars a year for doing fucking nothing. But if you love wrestling, please continue with it. Please God, stop making this trend a real thing.
Right.
Give us some good women's wrestling because we have to watch it. for fuck's sake.
WWE is, you can tell when Seth Rollins, I guess Seth Rollins was there.
Yeah.
He did show up at Lambeau Field and cut a promo, or tried to cut a promo on Packer fans. He's a Bears
I
fan.
was just gonna say he's a Bears fan.
That's
He already
why.
was.
Bears fan is really
He's
bad.
he's actually from Davenport, which is about 100 miles from me.
Why does
But
he
he's
like the
actually
Bears?
Sir.
Oh, I drove by that town actually, where he's actually from.
But all right, guys, I gotta jump off because at some point in time tonight, I actually have to work. So,
Mhm.
Get out of here.
all
All
right.
right. Have a good
I'll
night.
talk to you guys later.
Have a good
Yeah,
night.
you guys too. Bye bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna work tomorrow, but I'm gonna hang out for like another 5 minutes here. Let's see what James Action Figure says. I like Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker.
Okay, well,
That's also what I say. There is a third person that needs to be added to this faction.
I do
I agree.
agree with you, and I'm thinking it's coming.
Who do you think it's gonna be? You had
What
to
did they
bet
do on
money?
Monday? They did that.
Becky turned, so it might be
I
her.
think Becky could be a part of it.
I mean, do you think if they add a woman, they'll have to add another man? I'm just
They
saying because a lot of people are saying Carmelo Hayes for some reason.
He might.
Because he's aligned with the Miz right now.
Holy shit! It could be Karrion Kross.
Blanche.
Do it, Blanche. Do it. Be bad. Be bad.
Yeah. God, I have to see what they're gonna do, but I think there's talk of them adding Blanche.
I don't know.
Fucking asshole.
What do they need? Because Seth Rollins
Well, if they're
can
gonna
do
be
everything. You
if
have
they're going to be a viable faction, they need a
So you need to put
what kind of wrestler though is what I'm saying because Seth Rollins is everything. Then you have Braun Breaker is the muscle.
stab herself.
Yeah, Braun
Sorry.
Breaker is the muscle.
Oh.
You might have the tag team added to this.
It's going to be a
but
if it's
it-
going
but
to be
it
a
would
viable
be-
faction, you need a
But
tag
it
team.
would be. It might have to be Seth and Braun for that time.
Do you think they're
Get
going to
the
be a tag team? Or
mid-card
do you think
title.
they're going to add a tag team?
They could, but who
Motor City Machine Guns.
could be?
Mhm.
You could see them align with fucking Gargano and Ciampa.
I was about to say Gargano and Ciampa because they are
but
company
right-
men.
I-
And honestly, you give them eyes, they will give you good matches.
Money.
So
Yeah.
So, but I see, them four, and then when Seth Rollins does the evolution fucking bullshit,
I mean, Becky Lynch has to be added.
you
in
can
my
kind
mind.
of see what they're doing. And I would say, like I think you said, I see that match happening at next year's WrestleMania where Seth Rollins is the champion, and they're gonna do a twist on
I
the
think what you
Batista.
do is this is like their version. This is the New Age version of the Bloodline, right? You put the title on Seth Rollins. You put the other title or mid card title. I know it's kind of a step back for Braun Breaker, but you have to give him gold. And I would put all titles on this fucking faction.
Yeah.
Right? Have them be Becky Lynch title holder. She's got to be part of it because Seth Rollins, right? Then you have a tag team. I like the idea of Gargano and Ciampa because they're Triple H guys. They can do it in the ring, and they need something. And then you have Braun Breaker, and just make them fucking title holders. Make them an unstoppable faction until it all falls apart. Braun Breaker turns on Seth or something.
I do see Seth Roman being a match.
Yeah.
And it being for the title. I would have it for the World Heavyweight Championship personally.
Well, I love the idea of Paul Heyman coming out and introducing Braun Breaker and introducing Becky Lynch and introducing, if it's DIY, them. I think that would be great. I like the rub from it being Paul Heyman.
Absolutely.
I do too.
They could all use it. Seth Rollins doesn't even need him, to be honest, at all.
I know.
But it is what it is.
But this is definitely it's not it. I can see this faction being formed not because it's something that they need, but something to remind people that there's more than one top guy for a reason.
This could be,
and just for the story aspect of it alone.
This could be a combination of NWO, DX, and fucking Evolution all wrapped into one, where they have the women's faction of version of this, where it's like Becky Lynch and Bayley and Charlotte.
Oh, the three horsemen.
Oh my god, because they have tag team titles.
Yeah.
I'm telling
you, if you want to have like a faction heavy, unstoppable 1 year run, I'm here for it. We had the Bloodline, but that was a bit different than what we're.
And it was only the one faction. You have more than one faction in going into a war with each other, almost like New Japan, but keep it limited and only for a short time, not have it be for 70 fucking years. It could work.
Yep. And also, like, when you do something like this, it's ripe for implosion when you want to implode. Oh my god! If you implode that and you have Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, DIY facing each other, you finally get that rematch that took 10 billion years to get to.
Yeah,
you get some good shit. And then if they add more than Becky Lynch, you get a triple threat. The three horsewomen that still exist.
Yep.
I mean, storytelling there. I don't know. It looks good to me. This, however, Stand and Deliver they did deliver. Overall, it was a good show. WrestleMania for me was a 5 because the last match was so bad. Stand and
there
Deliver
were
for
so
me.
many other matches between that could not save the show, but then you had the ones that could save the show in the wrong spots.
Did say it had the potential to be a really good show, but it failed.
Stand and Deliver for me is like a 6.75, 7 out of 10 in that range. It's a good show.
Agreed.
Honestly,
It was
delivered the whole way through. Good wrestling.
Shawn Michaels is the better booker.
Oh, for sure. Honestly,
But here's the
WrestleMania
funnier
terrible.
part. Here's the funnier part. When they listed the executive producers for the whole show, it was Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and fuck, I can't remember the other one's name.
My problem is I think they
Really? Yeah.
overestimated how many wrestling fans care about Travis Scott. And the answer is 0.
I don't give two shits about that motherfucker.
I honestly don't believe any of the numbers they have for music anymore. Because every time I hear it's like, this person went multi-platinum for fucking 10 years. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
I hear you, and I don't listen to that music. The only time I ever hear it is
Even
when
if you did, even if you turn on the radio, I don't know if you'd hear it.
I think everybody is a platinum artist.
Nowadays,
at this
yeah.
point in time, you can just put your fucking asshole up to the mic and take a ferocious shit. Going platinum, baby.
But I'm just saying.
My problem is like if you're gonna put fucking Travis Scott in this match, unless he's gonna be like the second coming of the Rock in wrestling, why is he there?
Exactly.
Why is he there? Fucking terrible. Absolutely, you should be whoever produced that match should be ashamed of themselves. Terrible.
The Cena.
The Cena Cody Rhodes match, and I'm not a fan of Cody Rhodes.
I'm
not a fan of Cody Rhodes,
it was
but
the production
terrible.
of the match. I think it was the whole whoever wrote the story for this.
Everything about it is terrible. Everything
shot
from the
That's
top
what
to the bottom, it's terrible. Really bad, and the problem is it's not just that match was bad. This is Cena's heel turn. This is the end of his career. This is terrible. Terrible. You should be The Rock. Shut the fuck up. Honestly,
Yeah.
He comes out. It's like it's all a work, brother. Nothing makes any sense, and nobody cares. It's like, okay, well, you're a bajillionaire having sex with Oprah Winfrey while Maui fucking burns. Okay, we live different lives.
Yeah, drastically.
So
Terrible.
that's
I'm not looking forward to a year of. I'm not looking forward to a year of John Cena.
so the whole report came out. When I read what I read, I can wholeheartedly believe it. And then he actually said it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I heard that he
You saw
had
the Busted Open
nothing-
radio where he's like,
He only wanted to do this. He literally said, "We just pulled the biggest swerve in wrestling history."
that makes no sense because there's no
Now
follow-up.
it's time. But this is his words. Now it's time for fucking Cody Rhodes and John Cena to finish the story. What are you talking about?
So stupid. So fucking stupid, honestly.
The story should have been, this is what I said. The story should have been Cody Rhodes gets into the middle of that ring. They do what they did at WrestleMania 17 where The Rock comes down. And it could have been at the end of the fucking match after John Cena won. Have The Rock come down and then have Cody beat the teetotal shit out of fucking John Cena. Where he then turns and goes with The Rock. It tells a better fucking story than this.
In my opinion, if they got to where they were in WrestleMania and they're not going to have The Rock come out, what I would, or The Rock participate, I would have The Rock come out. Instead of Travis Scott, get this fucking clown out of here.
100%.
Fucking get him out of here. The Rock doesn't have to
Or
wrestle.
nobody come out and just John Cena do it by him fucking self.
The match was shit, though. That's the problem. You need something,
100%.
right? John Cena sucks in ring, and Cody Rhodes is not far beyond.
I don't think
you were never going to get a good match between these two. Is all I'm going to say.
you're 100% right.
So you have the interference. You have The Rock come out, right? You have him distract the ref. You have like a Drew McIntyre come out, fucking destroy Cody Rhodes, and then the faction is complete. You have the final boss with John Cena and Drew McIntyre. He alluded to having another person being in the bag. It doesn't have to be McIntyre. It could be anybody, whatever. I'm just saying, this is the worst decision is to be like, we're going to bring out 90-pound Travis Scott. He's going to do nothing. And that's the end of the match. And
I get it. I'm 100% on board with what you're saying. I don't like the way it finished. That was what I thought they should have done. Or up to that
there is no for me. There's no excuse to do what they did. It's god awful. It is one of. I can't even imagine somebody thinking this in their mind and saying this is the direction we're going, and people will love it. I don't know how you get there. I don't know mentally how you get there. So therefore, terrible show, terrible booking, WrestleMania, absolute failure. Could have been a 9 out of 10, ended up being 5, and that's generous. Horrible, god awful.
Logan Paul is more talented than Travis Scott.
Travis Scott has no talent. I mean, most okay. I'm gonna say something. Most fucking lyricists nowadays. I don't know if he's a lyricist. He's an artist. So let's say quotation mark. He sings and puts his voice into a computer, and then it makes hits. That's what he does. He wants to be involved in wrestling. Maybe don't be 90 pounds.
Yeah.
And a fucking idiot that does nothing. If you want wrestling to be your career, don't treat it like you got into rapping by having computers do all of it.
Yeah.
I hear you, and I agree with you. I really do. I don't disagree with anything you're saying.
Terrible.
WWE, with the end of WrestleMania, I was not happy with it. I don't care.
My problem is
I turned on Friday Night SmackDown was okay.
See, my problem is I gave Tony Khan 2 years. We're at the 2-year mark for Triple H, and all I've seen is very mediocre PLEs. Mm-hmm. People will be like, "Oh, but last WrestleMania to me was just like fucking." Do you remember?
Yeah.
It wasn't good. It was just like people thought it was because it's like my history's in this match. I don't know. I haven't seen something worth watching given to me from Triple H on the PLEs. That's all I'm watching. So that's where I stand on this one.
No, I don't disagree with you.
So I do feel like it's time to get a bit more critical on the booking of wrestling. Triple H has had his honeymoon.
Yeah.
James, Triple H, get out! No, don't. Thing is, like, I'm critical of Triple H's PLEs. I think he's got talent in helping people book things, build them. He's way too slow on pulling the trigger, and the PLEs are so safe that I can't. It's like watching Raw 2.0.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, he'll pull a trigger. He don't give a fuck. He kind of gambles with his trigger pulls. Like he's an all-in guy, like right away. So what I'm saying is he'll pull the trigger quicker than Triple H does.
Well, I mean, Triple H pulled the trigger on John Cena going heel, but then he was like, "Clam chowder."
We're gonna ease it back a little bit.
We're gonna make it terrible in every way because John Cena is a terrible heel. His whole heel run is I hate the fans for some reason.
Yeah, it's a generic heel fucking move.
I mean, if you're gonna turn John Cena heel, you have to go so fucking hard with it, like to the point where he has a segment that's Make a Wish, where it goes horribly awry.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but I don't know.
I agree.
Oh man, I love
You
when NXT
can't have
and
him. You
TNA.
can't have him posting on Twitter all these motivational speeches
He's
that he does.
Yep, he's gonna have to do a Make a Wish where a kid wants him to. He's like,
He's gonna have to kill a child.
All I
Okay,
want
live
is
on television.
my wish is John Cena fucking cutting a promo on me.
My wish is
That's
to
my-
live, and he just chokes the kid out. That's the only way it's gonna work for me now.
This is my dream. This is what I wanted John Cena to choke me out.
James
afterlife.
says, "I love what NXT is doing with TNA." There's one thing I saw with Willow where he's pop locking, and that was one of the worst things I've seen on television.
Well,
Has
it's
anything to do
Jeff
with
Hardy
wrestling.
and fucking
It's
Dolph
Jeff-
Ziggler.
It's Jeff
I
Hardy.
mean, come on.
That's who Will-O-the-Wisp is. I've seen his. They did this.
That segment was.
They did this like right before they did the fucking broken.
Imagine
gimmick.
being a wrestling fan and being like, "Yeah, I watch wrestling. Here's what I watch," and it's that.
Here's Willow. Yeah.
That is like the dark side. That's the underbelly of wrestling. Terrible. I hated it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely terrible.
I don't know. Was there a video out of this? Because I didn't see it.
It was put in our chat.
I
by
shared
Misfit.
it. Oh my
He-
god!
he-
You need to watch that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, experience it for the first time. You're probably going to want to kill yourself afterwards, so we might have to do a suicide warning on the channel.
I don't think that's happened. Which one is it?
Yep. Yeah, it's either that one or the creators room. I can't remember which.
I shared it. Then Gina shared it.
Like immediately after.
Fucking son
And
of
she
a
did the
bitch.
same thing with me in the Carrying Cross interview.
That son of a bitch and her fucking sunflowers.
It was. Keep going.
Yeah, experience it for the first time.
Keep going.
I'm
No.
done.
Go back. Go back. That right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's going to blow your mind.
Oh my God. You didn't. Mm-hmm.
I see dead people.
I couldn't believe it was wrestling in 2025. Mm-hmm. There you go. TNA. In your face.
Oh. Okay. So he starts doing a dance in the middle of the.
I love how
fucking
the music hits when he puts his arms down.
Yes.
It's so dumb because he. So Will-O-the-Wisp, his gimmick, and now this is even dumber. So now Nick Nemeth is walking over, or Dolph Ziggler, and he's gonna move the
Umbrella, like he's hiding under the umbrella.
like he's hiding under the umbrella when the umbrella showed. It's just this. This is a cheat. They're trying.
This is not a 2025
What I will
segment.
say
for
right
me.
now is Will-O-the-Wisp, his character that Jeff Hardy does, is weird.
It's all part of the marketing gimmick, yes.
I would have loved if it ended with Nick Nemeth getting run over by a car while he's behind the
my
wheel.
God. I would have peed my fucking pants.
The
dude.
music is still playing.
Okay, WWE didn't ruin ECW. ECW ruined ECW.
I think
By not paying
ECW.
their bill.
Well, to be honest with you, ECW actually just hit a point where ECW should stop.
Yes.
I love ECW, but I will be a strong fucking proponent of ECW had its run. It was never meant to go further than that. We've seen that in AEW, and we've seen how further than that goes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just want to show you that absolute garbage fire. That was
That
50-year-old Jeff Hardy doing fucking dance moves behind an umbrella.
TikTok dance moves, no less.
Crazy. It's crazy. How old is he?
Old
He's
enough.
close to 50.
He's got to be 50, man. 48, 49. And his brother
he's
is a
close.
statue at this point in time.
Damn, he's 47 fucking years old.
Yeah,
Matt's
but
like 2 years older.
his body is 94.
Matt
After all
Hardy
he's
is
put it through. But
Like I
anyways,
said, 2 years older.
but
Crazy,
anyways, that's where we're gonna call it. Stand and Deliver, pretty good show.
Mm-hmm.
I thought.
It's very. Same. I'd give it the same you did.
Yep. It's a 7 to 10, 6.75, which is better than what I gave WrestleMania. Again, WrestleMania Night 2 could have been an 8. But
It could have
the last match was like an 8 of 5,000 for me.
Right? And y'all thought that I mean, I would have made night 1 the main event.
I think we're right when saying if you merge the two nights and got rid of everything shit, you have about 4 hours of exceptional wrestling there.
Yes.
So the merger of the two would have been great, but it is what it is. I don't give a shit right now about future wrestling because they've told me not to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Except for Heyman and Seth Rollins' new faction.
yeah, but this is the problem. Why not do that at WrestleMania?
But they kind of did.
They didn't. They had Heyman and Rollins, yeah, but now they're like extrapolating on it. And the thing is, for me, again, PLE watcher, if it ain't happening at the PLE, and it's huge news, if you're gonna put Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins together, do that at the PLE. Why not? What's the problem?
Yeah.
I don't know. In the end, whatever. WrestleMania was a fart in church. This was pretty decent. We'll be back for probably Backlash tomorrow. I won't be available. Connor might be back. I don't know. You guys might do something.
He's not back until tomorrow, so.
So we will eventually be watching the next Star Wars film, right?
Good.
Well, you fucking
We were supposed to do it this week, but
Connor's not available, so we're at the end of the original trilogy, right?
Yep. Return of the
very
Jedi.
last one.
Mm-hmm. So
We'll probably do all 3 of them. The other 3 somehow.
somehow.
Yeah. Just watch them all and talk about
Somehow.
all
It's
3.
your turn.
So yeah, I'm available to do something tomorrow night. I don't think we're doing anything the next day.
I'm
know I go
out
for it.
tomorrow night. Maybe Sunday I'll be available, but
I will be out of commission on Sunday because I work the next day. I have to get ready to go to Milwaukee, so.
all right, well, who knows?
But we'll figure something out.
Something may happen.
I might go live with something tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
We'll see. Maybe Connor will want to do something.
I do know, and I talked about pretty much the story of the draft. There's really no picks that stood out to me. Everything pretty much fell in order. Packers took an offensive lineman. Again, rest of Green Bay Packer Twitter fucking melts down. We thought we were getting what we wanted out of this, and they didn't take this one guy, and now they're having a fucking meltdown because, oh my God, you wanted a fucking first round receiver, and now they're complaining that they aren't getting a fucking defensive guy when they had a defensive guy that was sitting right there to take, and they didn't take him.
Sometimes you draft somebody to trade him.
The crowd, the fans, this is Packer fans are dumb.
I think fans in
Green
general.
Bay showing,
are
hey, do you want to kill a franchise? We're going to show you how to kill one.
If I was going to tell you, like, the amount of fans that are dumb of a fandom, it's like 85% dumb as shit. 60% retarded. And then there's that, like, extra 15%. You know, they're logical. They know what they're talking about. but majority of
I
fans
think
are
I'm in
fucking
that
idiots.
50%. I think I'm in that 50%.
That was 15%. So
15%.
I think you're like on the cusp of logical, but also retarded.
Wait, why?
I don't know. That's just what I'm saying.
I
Because you
just-
react so strongly. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, well, I react to what
Mm-hmm.
I don't react to the players.
You don't have the control.
How do I
over
say
your
this?
reaction.
Like when my team plays bad, I bitch about my team.
Mhm.
I will call out like rules. I pay attention to the rules. That isn't fandom. That's paying attention to the game.
Have you not beaten up a wall?
Beating up a wall. I'm not going to say I haven't hit a wall. Yeah.
Okay, that puts you in the fifth. That pulls you down. That pulls you out of the 15%. You might be in the 20%, but you ain't in the 15%. The 15% isn't
I
beating up
don't-
the desks. They're not beating up the walls. Heather's creeping away.
I don't know. I don't care.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Yeah.
It's
So
probably a bad thing if you're beating up your walls.
yeah, but I'm beating up. I'm not beating walls up.
Well, that's
I
what
think you're-
you put a hole in the wall.
I didn't put a hole in the wall.
Did you put a hole in anything?
Crack the shit out of that.
Yeah. See, that's bad. That's bad.
That's from my open hand.
Yeah, that immediately. That's where you exit the 15%.
But that isn't from. That's from other
And
things.
it doesn't matter what it's from. You exit the 15%. You're like on the cusp of the 50%. You can hate something, you can be angry at something, but you're not acting upon it. That's the 15%. You might be verbally mad, but as soon as you start fucking throwing fists, throwing open hands, beating shit up, you're outside of the 15%. You know what you did. I can see it. I can see it on the door behind you.
I'm not like. Are you gonna be okay?
Are you?
Are you trying to do an intervention here?
No. I'm trying to end this fucking call.
Then end the fucking call.
But you said you were part of the 15%. You are not. You're 20%.
I don't know.
You're a 20%er, man. You're fist furious. This is what it is. Right.
You should see me coach.
Oh, God, imagine the kids getting fucking punched in the face.
I would never go there. I would never do that.
I would.
Ever.
But I'm part of the
They're learning a
50%.
game. They're learning a game.
Mhm.
But if I was coaching the Packers, and I probably would not have a voice. I don't think I'd punch anybody.
Would you punch inanimate
But
objects?
I would probably go to the gym and let out some aggression.
See, that's the difference. That's
But that's letting out aggression.
Yeah.
Because
The 15% does not let out physical aggression. That's the 15%. Instead, we bottle it up and eventually kill our loved ones.
what?
Anyways, everybody, have a good night. We're having a good one ourselves. Good night, Christian
Night, guys.
Tomai. Christian? Did he say Christian, or is that?
Yes, I think he's just letting us know that his name is Christian.
All right,
All
Tomai. Peace out, bitches.